Yeah. Hey. Whoa. So that's what we doing now. That's what we doing now. We just yielding the dunk contest to all the G Leaguers. No more flavor in the dunk contest, huh? I know some of them tried, but they didn't really necessarily have the best of times while they were trying to do what they tried to do. But as we know right now, for the All-Star weekend, it is Mr. McClung who walks away with the W for the slam dunk contest. And I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. I don't think that he didn't deserve it. The dude did his thing, but we gonna go ahead and chat on some good old basketball this morning. NBA had the All-Star game. There's some NFL news. There's even some MLB news. But we's here to talk about even every last little bit of it, especially the fact that there's a lot of folks complaining about All-Star weekend being trash because the format is no longer what it used to be. The All-Stars don't even much play. We scoring 300-400 points in an All-Star game. And again, we've got a dude who's not even in the whole NBA winning the dunk contest. But I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all, fellas. These were some dope ass dunks. These was not just some little bitty dunks. The dude was jumping over the, what you call the tire? The big part of the car, not the hood, the big part. Yo. And then he bolts on top of it. Yo, you all right? Look, as much as look, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna keep it real. As black men, especially y'all two who are a lot more into basketball than I am, it sucks to see a white boy, especially one who's vertically challenged, come into the league and dominate for 3 years in a field that you know that there is competent, capable black men who could easily do what he's doing, but just are not participating. Having said that, God, these dunks are not bad dunks. It's not like he's out there and he's just winning because he's getting any kind of special treatment. There's some real creativity that's going into the concept building. I mean, even look at Spike's face. Spike want to be like, man. Spike can't even give him the, he like, all right, you did your thing, bro. I see you did the right thing right there. You did the right thing.
Giannis. Giannis know what time it is. Everybody in that stadium knew what time it is.
Giannis be too excited though. You see, if you go back and watch last year when his teammate competed, he was over celebrating. Giannis be way too hype.
Man, I love a hype man like that, especially if you're on my team, nigga. Let's go, man. Like, I mean, I'm gonna act like whatever you do. Hey, that's the best I ever seen. Oh shit! But listen, to Matt McClung's credit, man. Like, this dude did each dunk one time on the first time he got it, and every single dunk he did scored a 50. He got a perfect score on every dunk. I think that
was more so on hype. That was because Vince, you said something important earlier. It's not about his hype. It's not about the fact that he's in the G League. It's the fact that out of all those other cats that are in the league, none of them are showing up for the competition. Yeah. Where's your Ja Morant? Don't tell me about next year you're gonna get off in it, because where was that energy after this? Pardon the expression, no name white boy won it 1 year, 2 years straight, and now 3 years straight. Where was your sense of pride for tradition and culture? Because it's not like white men traditionally win the dunk contest. It's been a couple of mulattoes that's just slid through there. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Gordon hit the chair over the top of the mascot. You know what I'm saying? Dunked that thing in. Blake Griffin jumped over the little part of the car.
Yeah, he did. The little part.
He jumped over the hood. He made Blake Griffin.
Yo.
Like, I think the most disrespectful thing about the whole thing is that they made him put on a real Orlando Magic jersey, knowing he don't play for the real Orlando Magic. Because if you go back and watch the first year, he had on his G League jersey, and nobody could go find that. They was like, "Who?" They got that boy. They got that boy in a. Pull it up. They got that boy in a real Orlando Magic jersey with a real number 0 with his real last name on the back.
Hold on. Oh man, I done lost it. Where'd it go?
Which means they gonna go sell that. They gonna be pushing that merch, bro. They probably already been selling McClung jersey.
As they should. Let's keep it real. They should be selling it. They should.
I'm not mad at none of that. I think that this is cool because this he can at least hang his hat on that. I had a small little career in the NBA. I won a few dunk contests. He can go back. He can coach at his high school or any other school in the state. You know what I'm saying? And his ball handling is actually pretty top tier. So he could be a positions coach at a college, you know, skills coach at a college, assistant. Post his G League career. Now it would be fucked up if he went to go coach at a JUCO, because then that just means that he got his whole career he doing some semi-pro ass, almost made it ass shit, bro. Like coaching at a JUCO, that's less than D3. That's the G League of colleges.
Well, look, I mean, right now he has a name. I mean, we're no longer talking about the G Leaguer. He's McClung. We get it. Like, he's shown some consistency over the past few years. But Ty, Ron, is he good enough to actually get into the major league of the NBA? Why is it as he's only played 3 games in the NBA?
Because he's not good.
Well, he is currently on the Orlando Magic's roster on a 2-way contract for the Osceola Magic. So that is their G League team, but they did call him up. So he is currently part of the Magic organization, and he's in the NBA right now. His stats, he doesn't really have any because he just started playing for them. I think they're probably going to use his status as the dunk champion to garner more fans coming to the arena to see him.
Exactly, bro.
And so they're definitely going to use that as they and to your point, Benny, they should.
Damn right.
Listen, Matt. I again say this young man took one attempt at every single dunk that he did, and you jumped over a car. That shit could have went wrong. That shit could have went so wrong.
It almost did. It almost did. His foot hit the car a little bit. He spilled, landed on his face. And if he would have missed, they'd have been like, and that's exactly why your ass ain't in the league. But for all of that high flying that he's doing, you do realize that none of that shit is possible in game. In fact, have y'all seen his in-game dunk package? It's pretty standard. He do that same reverse knee pump every time. Like, that's his go-to dunk. So I think when these people that are in charge of the analytics, they got that eye and they're saying, can he be one of the top 64 point guards in America? There's only 550 players in the whole damn league, dog. There's 32 teams, 30 teams in the NBA, bro. They can only do two niggas per position. You know what I'm saying? And then one nigga in the auxiliaries. So the fact that he got the 2-way contract is because he been winning all these dunk contests. This is no different than Master P having a 10-day with the Toronto Raptors.
He actually put up he actually put up numbers when he played with Toronto on that contract. Mac don't have
Pull
nothing.
them numbers up.
Mac,
Pull
yeah,
them numbers up.
Mac, yeah, pull him up. Pull him up. He actually scored, I think, 11, 8, and 11. He had decent stats for just a 10-day contract player, and somebody who didn't, just came as a walk-on. Yo, P actually was decent.
Why wouldn't they sign up to the Pelicans though? I mean, or back then.
That was a favor. That was a favor anyway, man.
There was no New Orleans team back then.
Okay, I thought okay back then it would.
No, they were still in Charlotte. They the Hornets had just changed to the Bobcats.
Yeah,
and then because you got to remember the Bobcats moved.
No, the Bobcats wasn't Charlotte.
Yeah, when Charlotte moved to New Orleans, they was the New Orleans Hornets, and then Charlotte became the Bobcats. And then when Charlotte reacquired the name Hornets, that's when New Orleans had to change to the Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
I got a question though. Because again, I cannot say enough about the dude. It's I've seen some of the best dunkers. I've had the pleasure of seeing some of the best dunkers I've ever seen throughout the years in these dunk contests. And Ron is right. There's been before Mac McClung, there was a kind of a drift. You had the Zach LaVines who won, and then after that, it kind of just got a little. I'd say the whole All-Star appeal just kind of left a lot of fans. A lot of fans weren't even watching our game. Just because,
I can't even tell you who won our dunk contest after Zach LaVine in 2016. I can't tell you who won up until 2023 when Mac McClung won it.
And I can't either. And that's the point. And now you got this young man who is 6'1", who is going out there, who is doing amazing things, incredible things. And you finally now, because he's won 3 in a row, you start hearing the murmurs coming from the players who should have already been in the dunk contest, such as Ja Morant, who literally does dunk contest dunks in the game. So you know what I mean? Like, and
how many? Come on, talk about it.
He's 6'2". He's only an inch taller than Mac McClung. And if you're doing it, we should be talking about Ja Morant being the greatest dunk contest winner ever because he won 3 in a row and all of that. Instead, we're talking about Mac McClung. Now, with all of that being said, he's won 3 in a row against whatever competition they put up in front of him. Now, we can say that that he's getting unfair treatment, but I'm looking at the dunks just like everybody else is. And this shit is just flawless. You can't get mad at the boy for getting flawless dunks. The boy did that.
What mad? Nigga, you mad at yourself. That's who you mad at. You mad that you left the gate open. And okay, it's kind of like, you know how it was them average and ugly girls in high school. You know what I'm saying? The mitty bitties. You know what I'm saying? They was the ones that just looked regular, degular as hell. The murder Urkels, that's what we call them. Well, them ugly ducklings turn into swans, my boy. And if all the black boys in the neighborhood keep on telling this ugly duckling that she's an ugly duckling, well, then when she go off to college, it's most oftentimes not going to be no HBCU. So unless she has a strong urge to commingle with the small black population on that white school ground, she's probably going to start drifting and hanging out with non-black people. In other words, she going to wind up with a white boy. And all them white boys are going to tell her everything that's beautiful about her, bro. Because she got some ass. We just left that part out because her feet were big and her glasses was big. Her body low-key banging. It's just that them bracelets had her teeth real big in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? But when all of that came together, when her adult features popped in, you realize, oh, them teeth actually look good these days. And them eyes, she went and got some LASIK and shit. You was like, oh, you have pretty, really big, baby doe eyes, baby eye ass girl. And that ass is actually assing. And that waist sit right, like Myrtle Uncle turned around to get fine. Myrtle turned to Myra. Like, all it takes is 10 years, she a late bloomer. But guess what? She off niggas now. So now here come all the white boys. Now we can sit back with our arms folded, that Chad walking around with this fucking diamond in the rough that he done polished up and shit. And now, but you really mad at yourself, bro. You left the gate open. Yes. And now you allow Chad and Connor and Tanner and all them to creep in, slide in. He rocked the Travis Kelsey 3 years ago haircut, you know, with the little gold stands up on the beard faded in, got the beard faded in, got the sides faded in on the white boy hairstyle.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? He listened to rap music. He hit a little broke little boogie in the club. He hit that thing too cold. They be like, okay, Chad.
Come on,
okay,
man.
You better get it, man. Connor. And you sit over there sucking your teeth. Man, he ain't even hitting the dance that cool. I mean, he hitting it a little bit, though. He hitting it a little bit, and them nigga shoes kind of French. And his haircut is crispy. Low key. He crispy with the little police detective mixed with Puerto Rican haircut. So and you mad because what's good enough for her now is only based off of your lack of attention that you paid to her. Quite frankly, bro, these cats have lost their love for the game, and it shows. All this load management, all of this, you gonna let everybody buy tickets and then decide, oh, I ain't gonna play. All of this, they done had to create an all-star game before the all-star game. Y'all know that they have a whole fucking tournament in fucking November because these niggas already bored a month and a half after the goddamn league start. Because everybody know that the league don't get serious until after the all-star game. So y'all not playing in games. You're not really playing your hardest, even though people spending their hard-earned fucking money because this the only game in the season they can afford. Because in March, the fucking tickets are going to fucking skyrocket, win, lose, or draw. And if y'all make it to the playoffs, they only going to grow exponentially. If let's say y'all fucking get to the fucking finals, nigga, please. Can't no regular father with his 3 kids afford to take your ass to the game so his kids can see these fucking grown men that they idolize? So now you pissing on the fucking kids, bro, which is what the NBA has always been built on. When we was kids that we saw Michael Jordan, the greatest nigga to ever play basketball, by our generation's measurement, in the dunk contest. We saw, I'm from Dallas, 1986, All-Star game comes back home to Dallas, Texas. Who's performing in the All-Star game? This little bitty 5'4" dude. I'm sorry, I think they got him listed at 5'6". Little bitty 5'6" dude. Spud Webb.
Yup.
Who takes the fucking dunk contest by storm. Because what was he doing in game? He was on a fast break, fucking climb the ladder and dunk. I'm talking about baby little poo ass dunk. Just a little kachuka. That's all he needed. And they were like, oh, it's Spud Webb jams it home. They was being real goddamn enthusiastic on the mic. Oh, baby. And he climbs the ladder and he stuffs it in the rim. 2 thunderous points for Webb.
2 thunderous points. Yo, keep it real, though. Keep it real.
That's facts, though. That's fact.
All of us that had access to a goal that was low enough for us to dunk on when we was that age, we all used to throw the ball, let it bounce that one time, then catch it, then hit it up in the rail like that because of Spud Webb. You know, goddamn well, all right. But Spud Webb was the one that showed us that alley-oop to yourself shit, you know what I'm saying? Where you just let the ball
He
bounce
is the reason why niggas throw the ball in the air and then go get it, because Spud was not so much great in taking off because he was a 1-foot jumper. So it wasn't the fact that he was great at taking off. It's the fact that his ability to jump. If Spud Webb would have focused on rebounds, he would have been the first Dennis Rodman, because it was his ability to jump and attack the rim.
Okay, I don't know about all that.
No, I'm dead ass serious. Because when you throw the ball in the air, it's a live ball at that point. When it bounced, it hit the ground and go up damn near as tall as the rim, if not taller, depending on how hard and how high you throw the ball up. So now all you got to do is go run up and jump and catch the ball. You don't have to take off with it. You don't have to master the ball in your hand. Most cats can't palm the ball, take the ball behind themselves, and then go get up in the air with the ball like Jordan did. That's what made Jordan so great. Because after he bounced that ball that last time, he taking 2 steps with the ball directly in front of him. That's why when you look at the logo and shit, the ball is in front. He palming the shit out the rock. That's what makes it so amazing when he dunked, because he palming the rock. He take off with the ball in his hand already. Well, if you're a little dude, Michael Jordan was a whole foot taller than Spud Webb. So, of course, his hand is going to be a lot smaller. He can't palm no rock, but he can get up there and jump. Same thing with Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson could get up there real good. So, Shaq, I'm going to have you hold the ball over your head, and I'm going to jump over your 7-foot ass and get the rock and dunk it. But he was doing it. All these cats was doing it for the kids. That's why 7-foot niggas never got in the dunk contest, because it's not exciting to watch a nigga who can dunk the ball.
So with that being said, you saying that you don't think that, like, if somebody like Wemby got into the dunk contest, that he would like have,
bro, unless he gonna dunk that bitch from half court, don't nobody want to watch no goddamn alien in no fucking dunk contest, G.
Nah, when it comes to taller players, right? It traditionally taller players don't do well in the dunk contest. I think the only one that I know of that won was the White, and he was 7 foot, a 7-footer that won the dunk contest.
He also won that whole popularity.
Brent Berry was like 6'10", 6'9", 6'10", and he won. Aaron Gordon is 6'10", 6'9", 6'10". He won. But traditionally, when you get the 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", guys, you had the Vince Carters who have 6'5", 6'6".
6'3" to 6'6" is perfect dunk contest height.
Perfect dunk contest height. That's why the question for me is, because when it comes to multiple dunk contests, you only have that list becomes smaller. You got Michael, who won it back-to-back. Michael Jordan won it back-to-back, 87, 88. You got Matt McClung, this back-to-back-to-back. You got, I think Zach LaVine won it twice, and I think Aaron Gordon won it twice.
If it's
Dominique didn't win it twice in a row?
Dominique won it. I don't think it was in a row, because remember, he went up against Mike in 87 and 88 and lost.
Right.
But I think before that, I think he won. I think Webb won in 86 and Dominique won in 87, if I'm correct.
You are correct on them 2 years. And what's most important is, again, it was all popularity based, because we knew that during the season, in game, wasn't nobody throwing that hole down harder than Dominique Wilkins. Just like in the 90s, wasn't nobody dunking harder than LeBron Daddy.
In the
Sean
90s,
Kemp.
Sean Kemp. Yeah, Sean Kemp. He said LeBron Daddy.
Man, that's LeBron Daddy, cuz. Why you think Sean Kemp ended his career in Cleveland?
I want nobody to know.
What year did Sean Kemp retire?
Seattle.
What year did Sean Kemp retire, my nigga? I think he retired in 02, 03, didn't he?
Oh my God.
Wow.
man.
Come on, man.
Sean
Nah,
Kemp,
man.
nigga
We
said.
can't. Nah, bro. That man is a
Sean
superstar.
Kemp, that's LeBron.
LeBron James daddy. He's stupid, yo. All right. Well, let me ask y'all this, man. With McClung kind of getting all of this attention and all of that, do you think that he gonna run it back now that he's woken everybody up 3 years? And if not, who would you put on the list of those you'd like to see take his championship ring away? Who's hot dunking in the NBA right now? Are you talking Ant-Man? Are you talking
You talking high flyers?
Okay.
There's high flyers in the NBA that you don't even. Shadon Sharp is a high flyer. Which he plays. He's a player for Portland. Ja Morant, everybody knows he's a high flyer. There's no question. He does these dunks in NBA games. If he catches a fast, he don't even need a fast break. If you sitting up under the rim and you think Ja won't dunk on you, you are going to be very, very disappointed when he puts that thing on you.
They gonna forever know that. They gonna forever know your last name, nigga, because the back of your shirt is gonna be on a picture forever.
Yeah. So Zion Williamson is definitely one of those players that I know. I've seen him in a dunk contest in season. He came to the NBA and thought, I don't have to do it. And I mean, the dude spends most of the season at home anyway. So just, I mean, he could have most certainly been in this dunk contest. I just feel like next year, if we do get a Ja Morant, if we do get a Zion, if we do get a Zach, because they all were tweeting on this shit. They were all like, yo, all right.
Yeah.
All right, we coming. All right, we coming. So, and I feel like if this is what it took for them to do it, then we're talking about one of the most exciting dunk contests we've ever seen. If they pull up next year. If they pull up next year, Matt McClung is going to reach deep in his bag. And this dude has a deep bag. That's what I'm saying. So don't come up just thinking just because they pull up that they're going to win. That's what I'm saying. This dude is legit. The stuff that he's doing is legit. Like, I wouldn't just sit here. Nah, this is a legit dunker. So if they don't come with their A game, then he's going to be, he'll win again. Yes. When you taking one attempt each time and you scoring 50s each time, bro, how you going to beat that? Because if you mess up one time, you done. If you mess up one time, you done.
But the dick ride is in effect also. Because what we not finna do is act like Stephon Castle didn't put up a great fucking dunk package himself.
He did.
Boys went behind his back in the air, jumped up in the air, took it behind his back, finished with the left. Boys went and shot the ball. It went through. He went behind the goal, shot the ball over the backboard. It went through the net. He caught it through the net, went through his legs, East Bay, and dunked the ball back off in the goal. Like he did some great shit, but the glaze was already in full effect. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's not fair, Ron. That's not fair. You know,
the glaze was in full effect.
It took Stephon Castle. It took Stephon Castle 4 attempts for the first dunk. It took him 7 attempts to get the last dunk, the one with the left hand, the one that was real nice with the left hand.
Now you know you capping. You know you capping. Because the rule stated that they had 90 seconds and only 3 attempts. So he didn't take those 7 attempts to get the damn dunk.
That's not in the finals. That's not true. You have 90 seconds to complete the dunk. That's it. And he took 7 attempts. Yo, the dude took more than three attempts. It was way more than that.
And he took 7 attempts in 90 seconds. Nigga would have blew his lungs out his back.
Nah. Look. Maybe he didn't take 7. But he took.
That's like you couldn't hit the blunt 7 times in 90 seconds, nigga. But he backed up a whole half a court and went and ran and jumped at the goal 7 times in 90 seconds.
I'll say, listen, all right, I might be that.
Boy, you a Dominican life.
7, but it was more than 3. I definitely tell you it was more than 3 times that man took. But my point is, that's what caused him to lose on the dunk. The dunk was hot. Don't everybody in
the one. Now I'm gonna give it to you. When you want to take Jake, it automatically puts you in a nigga. I don't even need to practice. But to answer your earlier question, I feel like anybody who sells the most jerseys, you are obligated. I think that each team needs to nominate one person to be in the dunk contest, and then let the fans decide from those 30 nominations. Every team, you pick who is Mr. Get Up There on your squad. Because I don't know if y'all remember last year, but Jaylen Brown went up against McClung. And he basically gave the fucking competition away, bro. Because them goddamn dunks he was doing was some basic ass, in-game ass, just put it in there. Pause. But all of these cats who you know their full name without knowing their whole game, your Paolo Banchero. Yeah, get your famous for nothing ass in the dunk contest. Anthony Edwards. Everybody claim you Jordan illegitimate son. Do your daddy proud and get your ass in the dunk contest. Ja Morant, you want to put the gun shit behind you? Well, go bust a full clip in that goddamn dunk contest. And the same thing go for a lot of you old heads who've been just coasting and shit. What's your boy name that played for Philadelphia? Well, Zach already proved what he can do.
No, but we want to see him again. That's the point. We know how he's a super high flyer. Zach jumps with ease. Zach is one of the when you talk about one of the best dunkers of all time, I ain't never seen nobody win a dunk contest as easy as Zach LaVine won the dunk contest. That nigga won the dunk contest on his first dunk. You ever seen somebody do their first dunk and you be like, everybody
his name was Vincent Carter.
Yeah, when you see those dunks, you just be like, all right.
You go back and watch that 2001 dunk contest.
I already know about Vince. Yeah, when Vince did the three,
he did the windmill. He did the same dunk that he finna do right now. That one.
Yep.
He did that same dunk that Youngin did.
Yes, and Zach jumped from the free throw line and dunked him up with 2 hands.
But see, I'm gonna call a couple names, and I just want to see what hearing that name does to y'all facial expression. Y'all ready? Everybody clear your face. D Brown.
Ooh, yeah, the hand cover and the blind, yeah.
Nick, we don't even know what to call that dunk. We call it over D Brown.
D Brown dunk.
Yeah.
We call it the D Brown. J.R. Ryder.
Ooh, under the leg, yeah.
The first nigga to East Bay in the dunk contest.
Okay. I'm riding with you.
Earlier, Tase, Brent Berry, Rick Barry's son. Now, what people don't know about Brent Berry is Brent Berry won both the dunk contest and the 3-point shootout the same year.
He did.
Wow. Hold on. I didn't know about this. When is this?
This is in the 90s. Let me pull it up right quick.
I mean to put
it was the year he was with the Clippers. He won it with
he was in the Clippers because he won both contests with his warm-up song. Cuz never took off his warm-ups. This nigga won the dunk contest in long pants. And you know how he won it? Big old 7-foot ass white boy jump from the free throw line. Well, he was a foot over the line. He was a foot over the line, but still.
Yeah, that's how he won it. That was the dunk he won it on.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, look, man.
And you know what his stats was? 3.7 points, 1.7 rebounds, 1.4 assists. He was the first Luke Walton. You know what I'm saying? His daddy was Rick Barry. His daddy did, you know what I'm saying, some pretty cool shit in the league. Got his son in the league. Big old oafish ass white boy.
No. Got all 3 of his sons in the league. He got all 3 of his sons in the league.
Talk your shit.
He had Drew
Barry.
And Brett and Drew.
Brett Barry competed in the dunk contest as well. Brett Barry did, but he sucked. He was ass with it. But your boy Brent Berry pulled off the Larry Bird. He won the 3-point contest by a landslide. And then he was like, I'm feeling myself. I'm going to go and get in the dunk contest too. And the fact that he had enough nuts to do it, like he won it. But that's when the players cared about capturing the hearts and the affections of the children and of the fans. Like they already come in the game with NIL money and shit. They already come in the game with sponsorship money. It's like these niggas too successful to care about winning fans. They got the Charles Barkley mentality without realizing that the Charles Barkley mentality brings you the Charles Barkley results. The one knock against Charles's career is that he what? Never played in a championship, never won one neither. Never even made it to the finals, let alone played in them. As a matter of fact, every team he played for was in the finals before he got there. Philadelphia was in the finals before he got there. Phoenix went to the finals before he got there. Houston went to the finals before he got there. All the teams he was on was perennial fucking programs. You go back and look at the Phoenix Suns and the Houston Rockets in the 90s. Matter of fact, they only sold like a few, like, you know, you would go to like sporting goods stores and shit, or like you would go to like the amusement park, and if you win, they'll give you a basketball. The Lakers, the Orlando Magic, the Chicago Bulls, Houston Rockets, Phoenix Suns, and in select markets, the New York Knicks. These were the only shit you was able to find everywhere. No matter what region you lived in, no matter what state you lived in, those teams and their merchandise was available everywhere. These days, these kids, all the players got shoes. KD got a shoe, but we never saw KD ass in the dunk contest. Never saw his ass in the 3-point contest. Giannis got a shoe, but we never saw Giannis in the dunk contest. Thanasis need to have his ass in the dunk contest. Prove to the world that, or that new Antetokounmpo brother that's finna come join the league.
The young one, the youngest one.
Get your ass in the league and get to dunking some shit. Bronny James.
You already put it out there, and I think that's the best. That's the best thing I've not ever heard, but that's the best thing I've heard in a while. And as far as the suggestion goes, yo, they should go with the same principle. If better yet, you're right. Let the fans vote each year on who they want in the dunk contest. It's that simple.
But aren't they doing that? I mean, to an extent, it's not like an official NBA poll, but aren't they already expressing who they want, and everybody's just being like, "Nah, I'm cool. I don't need to do all that."
But it's an invitational type thing, but it's based off the writers and shit, the people that still have the same vote. It's not team based. I feel like if it was team based.
Do they need to incentivize them more? Because I understand, I think they get $20K for the game.
They need to put a bag on it. They do need to put a bag on it. You put 50 bands up.
50 bands.
It's not like you don't get that.
Well, let me. All right.
Kevin Hartmore to be there.
All right. So listen. If you can't, it's hard to incentivize multimillionaires with 50 grand. It's what I'm saying is that I think they should make it part of a contractual agreement with your clubs. It's part of the NBA. There are certain guidelines that the players have to follow as NBA players and multi-million-dollar paid players. Like when it comes down to it, for instance, specifically as it pertains to electing the all-star players. So typically in years past, the players were all selected by coaches and media. And before and back in the day, it was a fan poll. The fans would elect who they wanted into the all-star game. That's what they did early on. Then they decided that coaches would be around the league would nominate who they wanted to be all-stars those years. Now, what I'm saying is, once you get nominated as an all-star, you don't hear players being like, nah, I don't want to do that. You know,
Right.
you don't hear no players
That pisses me
saying,
off.
yeah, you don't hear a player saying, I got nominated to the All-Star game, but I don't want to play.
And
So,
that's when they started doing the whole team captain shit. Remember when they did like Team LeBron versus Team Steph? Like
and
they
you
keep on trying to
All-Star.
restructure the game to try to bring the excitement back. When the fact of the matter is, these niggas don't love this shit no more. Like you said, you can't incentivize a rich nigga with some money. But the fact of the matter is, these niggas ain't really rich like that. It's only one max deal nigga on the team, really, per squad. Everybody else is trying to get some money. And the nigga that's really taking off doing all the dunks and shit is usually on the bench nigga in the first place. It be the Mac McClungs and the Stephon Castles and the Kenya Martin Jr.'s, the nigga and the Trey Murphys, the niggas that we ain't never heard of. You know what I'm saying? That's really the one doing all the jumping because they dunking for more playing time. They dunking to get a highlight on ESPN. So now their name has more weight, more gravitas. They need to also include either a fan created or fan selected dunk or some sort of roulette, spin the wheel kind of thing. Like you have to spin the wheel 2 times, and it's one wheel is gonna tell you what kind of dunk you got to do, and the other wheel is gonna tell you how you got to do that motherfucker. So you have all different kind of dunks on one wheel. You know what I'm saying? 2-hand flush, East Bay, reverse, out the backboard, and then the other wheel say left hand, reverse from the free throw line, 2-hand.
Ron,
I
I gotta
necessarily agree with that one either, Ron, because that takes away the aspect of creativity on behalf of the player
and capability.
When you start designating the dunks that I have to do, then because one of the things that I think makes what Mac McClung was able to do so impressive is the fact that he must have practiced these dunks enough to be able to pull it off on the first try. You don't just go in there and just.
That's what I'm saying. But most of the dunks that they do from the last, I went and watched the last 5 years just so that I could, know what the track record was leading up to Mac McClung. 2023, 2024, he really wasn't doing nothing that amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was his level of competition that he was competing against, and the fact that he was undersized and underknown. Because they even pointed it out in 2023 that Trey Murphy, if Mac McClung would have did Trey Murphy's dunks, they would have looked that much better by comparison because Trey Murphy was 6'7" and Mac McClung is 6'1". So what I'm saying is using that as the control, as the litmus test. All of us is all good dunkers. Now, when we get to the finals, spin the wheel. We spin the wheel now because if all of us can do the same dunk, and the only reason why I got that idea is because I was watching Dunk League. And that's how they was able to separate, who really the best dunker are. We all got to go do the same dunk. Everybody got to go windmill. Now we're finna raise the goal up to see how high you can windmill. Now we still doing windmill dunks, but now we're gonna now who can dunk on an 11-foot goal and windmill that bitch? Now who can dunk on a 12-foot goal and windmill that bitch? So when we give out the windmill trophy, we not just giving it to the nigga who did it one time and it was cute and it was pretty. Who really Mr. Dominique Wilkins Jr. with the windmill? We really finna see who can really come from the free throw line. Now back it up. Now who can jump from behind the line? Now who can jump off too? What'd you say?
That seems like a tough sell when you already don't have the players already dialed into wanting to even be in the dunk contest. So like if what based off of what you said, because you were talking about which dunkers we have in the pool right now. The reason we have the dunkers we have in the pool right now is because the dunkers that we want to have in the dunk contest do not want to be in the dunk contest. What I'm saying is the same way we nominate the all-star rosters, and you don't say you don't want to be on the all-star rosters. We need to make it seem like that is part of becoming an all-star for certain players. Like, what I'm saying is if you decide that you want to be in an all-star game, and this is
you got to do one of the skills challenges.
and you've been voted by the fans to be in the dunk contest also, and you say I don't want to be in the dunk contest, well, guess what? You don't get to be in the All-Star game, and that is the way that you stipulated to make sure that player gets in, because he's not going to say no. I don't want to be an all-star, because becoming an all-star is a huge accomplishment within the game, in the realm of basketball. So everybody wants to be an all-star. So if you put that, if you designate that, okay, Anthony Edwards, you were an all-star this year, but the fans voted that they want you in the dunk contest. Well, I ain't gonna do the dunk contest. Well, that's cool, Anthony, no problem. That's your prerogative, but now you can't be on the all-star team. I think there's
okay. So what if you say I don't want to do the dunk contest, I want to do the 3-point instead, or I want to do the run pass shoot, because they got 3 different skills competitions, and it's 24 all-stars. So if you break them down, that's 8 niggas per competition.
You're right.
So I'm with you on you got to do one of the skills if you're gonna be part of the all-star roster.
The fans vote. The fans. It is not your choice. You don't get a choice. The fans vote where they want you. So if the fans vote that they want to see Anthony Edwards in the dunk contest, Anthony Edwards is in the dunk contest. If the fans vote that they want to see McClung in the dunk contest, he's in the dunk contest. If the fans vote that they want to see Anthony Edwards in the dunk contest and the 3-point contest, Anthony Edwards has the right to pick one of the two if he doesn't want to do both. There are fair. I can make fair agreements in every department, but one thing that we all have to agree on is that you cannot have one without the other. So
now my pushback on that is now that's slavery, because now you forcing a man to do an unpaid job or risk the designation of being named one of the best among the best. Okay. Because to be named to the All-Star is like being named to the Pro Bowl, right? Or being named to the MLB All-Star. So like we're giving you the honor of saying you the best point guard, you the best power forward, you the best quarterback, you the best left first baseman, best left fielder in the fucking league. But now we gonna strip you of that designation if you don't want to do this entertainment event to appease the fans. So I'm against that part, because you're not gonna tell these black men what the fuck they gotta do. Unless you gonna put some money on it.
Well, look, that's the thing. That's what I said. I said that from the very jump. I said one of the things that an organization can do is within the realm of basketball, they can designate what the player has to do. So if as an organization, I say everybody has to wear a suit to the game. Everybody has to wear a suit to the game. If I say that every player who plays for this organization has the opportunity to become an all-star, but the all-star rules are stipulate that if you play as an all-star and are nominated to another part of the all-star experience, which all is encompassed under the all-star weekend flag or mantra, you know what I'm saying? Then you have to be part of one of these things, and that is a stipulation. It's just an added stipulation to a contract.
You took a longer way to say the same shit, though.
Same shit. Yeah.
It's like, if you want to be down with this organization, you're going to do these non-negotiables. And if you don't want to do them, well, then you're going to find yourself no longer a part of this organization. And
he said All-Star game. He said not a part of the All-Star game. But But let me say this. Number one, if you do have somebody who everybody votes, you're going to, first of all, you get the Kyrie Irving conspiracy. Oh, well, y'all rigged the system. You know what I'm saying? How do I know that people actually voted for me and that y'all didn't just want me to do it, and then everything you just said that you want me to do it? Number one. Number two, I could always just get out of it by being like, I was hurt. I'm not going to play and injure myself. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's why I'm saying you got to put the financials on it, because you are asking a nigga to do something that could end his career.
The incentive is the hundreds of millions of dollars that these players are paid over the course.
They already get it.
Yeah, everybody not getting that though. We talking about a 3-time winner who can't even get a full fucking NBA contract. This nigga ain't getting no hundreds of nothing. This nigga get free. This nigga get free Wawa. That's all the fuck he get.
Ron, that was my point, though. My point is, if we had the choice as fans as to who was in these like, okay, if you and I had a choice of who we wanted in the dunk contest, we wouldn't. I would pick McClung now that I've seen him. But what I'm saying is, I would pick Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, Anthony Edwards, all of the high flyers that I see in the league, all of which are $100 million+ players. They are
Zion
also
not.
Zion is open for a contract. Zion does make up to 80 million, something million. He
does well for himself, but he's not a max out. He's not making Luka Doncic money. Because now I'm finna ask you, what if a nigga making max contract money, but he's not known to be a dunker, like Nikola Jokic or Luka Doncic?
Well, again, this would be fan based. The fans, I mean, I doubt that fans are going to want to see Nikola Jokic or Luka Doncic in the dunk contest because neither of those guys are dunkers. What I'm saying is,
most of the dudes that dunk are your second bench niggas. I already said that. That's second tier niggas.
No. Look back to when we saw what you brought up to start this conversation. Was the legacy of the dunkers. You went from Spud Webb to
second team niggas. Spud Webb was coming off the bench.
Hold on. Michael Jordan. You went with all of the players that you named, right? What I'm saying is the reason that we lost the love for even watching All-Star Weekend was because we didn't see the dynamic dunkers dunking in the dunk contest. And what I'm saying is we know for a fact that LeBron James, if he would have been in the dunk contest, would have won the dunk contest probably. We know for a fact.
Whoa. I got to stop you. You don't think so? I wish somebody go pull up 2009 dunk contest. LeBron James sat there and in the stands promised that he was going to be in the 2010 dunk contest in Dallas. Mm-hmm. And then that nigga pulled a no call, no show. Mm-hmm. So that's what started the whole trend of, well, fuck it, I ain't got to do the dunk contest. LeBron James was arguably the hottest name in the league at the time in 2009. So much so that he was pulling shine away from other niggas that was high fly dunkers on his team, like J.R. Smith, who did not compete in the fucking dunk contest, but could have.
Could have won another super high flyer.
But a lot of niggas that was gonna compete in the dunk contest decided to opt out when LeBron said, I'm gonna be in the dunk contest. Because niggas already know it's popularity based. And if LeBron get in the dunk contest and he make his dunk on the first try, niggas was gonna stand up with them perfect 10s and he would have got 50s all across the goddamn board.
And you know what's crazy about what you just said, Ron, is what I'm saying is you're making the point. Kobe did the dunk contest. Very popular.
But Kobe was a B team nigga when he competed in the dunk contest.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't a B team. No, he wasn't. Not when he won. Not when he won. No, he wasn't. He was already a starter by that time. I know he was. You want to do that?
What?
You said a B team.
What year did Kobe compete?
Hold on a second. You said Kobe was a B team. The only time Kobe was ever a B teamer was the first two years that he was there. Eddie Jones was the starter. He came after Eddie Jones. They traded Eddie Jones from that.
You're right.
That was Kobe's team. So
you're right. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Kobe's team. It was Shaq's team. It was Shaq's team.
Once Kobe played his first year along with Shaq. After I think that the second
after they won their first ring in 2000, it became Kobe's team. But Kobe competed in the dunk contest in 1998, his second year in the league, cuz when he was coming off the bench after Eddie Jones.
Well, good job. Yeah. Yeah. Good job on that. Let me make sure.
Pull on up, Ron. Don't tell me, man.
Because after Kobe competed in '98, the dunk contest kind of got quiet. That's what made Vince in 01 like reawaken the dunk contest. He brought that motherfucker back because the dunk contest got lamed in a motherfucker after Kobe competed in '98 because Kobe never came back to the dunk contest. He won it and was like, all right, I just wanted to prove to y'all that I could do it.
He's facts, 100% facts.
Because I think that was a young ball head Kobe that did it. That wasn't even the young Afro Kobe.
It was.
Yeah, that was a ball head Kobe that did it. We let you know that was his first 2 years in the league.
Absolutely. The point that I'm really trying to make at this point though is that we
hold on. I just got to give Ron.
No. Ron got it. 100%. It was actually
live form, bro.
It was actually 97. It was actually 97. He put
money on it.
He was right.
Everybody went to the Google machine. And Ron came back on top. Just want to make sure we give him his flowers for that because that shit was
100%.
I be remembering my childhood, cuz I be remembering when I was a baby and I used to really like these niggas was really inspiring me and shit. Cause we would watch the dunk contest, we would watch the games, the commercials, and then we would go outside and do that. How many niggas damn near got kicked off their basketball team trying to do the Allen Iverson behind the back, spin around, catch that motherfucker back over? How many niggas got traveling calls on them trying to pull that fucking move off? And how many niggas damn near pulled their shoulder out of place trying to do the Kobe Bryant over the back? You remember when Kobe went over his back and bounced and it came back in between his legs, nigga?
Yeah. My thing was the reverse windmill. I love that Dominique Wilkins from the Hawks, bro. That man used to do that windmill, bring it all the way down between the legs, then bring it back up like this. Oh, bro, whatever, man.
Come on, bro. The first nigga to double clutch that bitch before he dunked it.
Man, shoot. Okay. My bad, Ty. I interrupted you, but I had this.
Look. Ultimately, all I'm getting to the point of is the reason that a lot of people stopped watching the dunk contest is because your favorite dunker wasn't showing up. You were seeing a whole bunch of names. You were seeing a whole bunch of names you couldn't recognize, and it got watered down. And again, we've said this, and I've said this countless times. All this started with LeBron James deciding not to go to the dunk contest. He made it okay for the superstars to not participate in these events, and that's what the hell happened. Now you getting the McClungs, and now you getting the so-called superstars chirping because the McClungs of the world have won 3 straight, and now they feeling some type of way. I'm saying if you cannot get the superstars to pull up, make it mandatory in some type of way, shape, or form. And I'm gonna tell you who would have done this. You can shake your head all you want, but there was a man named David Stern who used to run the NBA. And David Stern didn't play the radio, nigga. He did not play the radio.
David Stern was a broken Nintendo. That boy played no games.
No games.
That boy played
no games. And got shit done, by the way. Adam Silver is over here curtailing the way basketball is.
He's Mr. Capitulate. He do whatever the players say do. And I think it's because he a tall ass nigga. Adam Silver is 6'6". I think Adam Silver wanted the ball. I think he had high hope aspirations in hoop. And he's a Jewish man, and they aren't traditionally, well versed in basketballology, especially coming out of Adam's generation. And I think Adam wanted to hoop. He never got past Stephen A. Smith level college ball, but he knew the game very well. It's kind of like them dudes that be statisticians and shit. The best coaches be niggas that wasn't that awesome while they was playing.
Yeah.
The niggas that was real cold while they was playing, they really ain't good coaches. But that nigga that was kind of like middle of the road and shit, that nigga be fucking. Don't nobody remember Phil Jackson's NBA numbers?
Nah. And the crazy thing is he won a chip with the Knicks. He did.
Won. But you know who I remember being an ass of a coach? Larry Bird. Horrible ass fucking coach. Horrible ass fucking GM.
And Isaiah Thomas too.
Horrible ass fucking coach. The only ex-player turned coach that I can really be proud of is Avery Johnson.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, Jason Kidd ain't a bad
coach. Yeah, Jason Kidd. Right. Doc Rivers.
Yeah,
Glenn Rivers is a horrible fucking coach.
Yeah, Doc had his one championship that
he wasn't no whole hellified ass player. He also played on the Atlanta Hawks when Spud Webb got there. And shit. And Doc Rivers wasn't no hellified nigga back then, cuz.
Doc won a chip with the Celtics, and Doc got this title of being this great coach, but Doc ain't did shit since he won with Boston. He really is. He has not
ruined the Clippers. Every team he had went to, the program has tanked since his arrival.
He is
okay. The Clippers was once on pace to become the #1 team in California.
Yeah, I don't know. The Kings all the subject.
You got the Kings, the Warriors, the Lakers. The Clippers, for a little while there, the Clippers was the best team in California.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because there are some people that even as of today believe that the Clippers, that some of the California teams might be going to the championship, possibly even to win it, and are willing to boast about it right here on national TV. In fact, one of these dudes said, and I quote,
That old silverback gorilla.
So hold on. Did y'all hear that? Or was the music?
Nah. It's lagging. It's moving kind
of
slow.
Okay. All right, let me get it off here. My bad. But anyway, Draymond, as you all know, I might be able to get it up here in a second. Basically,
Draymond was sounding off. Draymond had a lot to say, and he wasn't wrong. Now time he opened his mouth, except for that part right there.
Yeah, hold on. Let me try this again. Let me see if we get this right.
And since he's been here, we've walked into every game thinking and believing that we're going to win that game. And that goes a long way in this league. When you walk in the game like, we probably going to lose this game, it's not good. And so he's brought back that belief. And I think we're going to win the championship.
Say that one more time so that everybody here can
say that with your chest.
I didn't hear you. My earpiece.
Because they added Jimmy Butler III. So what did you say?
81?
I'm sorry. I said I think we're going to win a championship, but I lied. We are going to win the championship.
Wow. Draymond.
Take somebody to look you dead in your eye and say, look, nigga.
Draymond is a student of WWF culture, my nigga. You gotta know what to say, when to say it to make the crowd pop. All right. It's all about selling it. All right. Because essentially, the Golden State Warriors got rid of Klay Thompson to bring in another Klay Thompson. That's essentially what they did in Jimmy Butler, because they're going to relegate him to the wings. He's not going to have full run of the floor like he did in Chicago. He's not going to be able to be the captain of the offense like he was in Miami, because there's a man there by the name of Wardell Curry who is not off the team yet. That's still Steph's squad. If you think I'm lying, remember a young nigga by the name of Jordan Poole? Yeah, he thought he was going to be the young gunslinger off in that motherfucker. And you see, they shipped Jordan all the way across the country. Jordan ass playing for an East Coast team now, ain't he?
Jordan, that was witness protection. They sent him off there too. After he got punched in the face by Draymond, and we all saw it. They had to ship him. There was only one place they could ship him, and that was way off on the other side of the country. Just hoping that
for his own protection, Ty? Hey, save yourself, because clearly you don't know when to shut the fuck up. Yeah, so we got to get you across the country and away from this man.
Yeah.
Draymond looks great in a suit. He's gonna do great as an NBA analyst. You can see that he has that career get right in front of him. He's on. I believe he's on his farewell tour this season. It would be quite fitting for Golden State to go ahead and get 5 rings before all those guys retire. It would just be nice, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and I know in the comments they're gonna try to light me up for calling Jimmy Butler Klay Thompson, but what was I supposed to call him? Kevin Durant? Because they got rid of that nigga too. When the Bucks pull up and you got to leave Oakland, they don't give a fuck who on that motherfucker. Kevin, Jordan, Klay. If your name ain't Draymond, who is the team enforcer, or Wardell, who is the team captain, nigga, you just a nigga in a Warriors jersey, as far as they concerned. So it's nice that they trying to put all these components together, trying to have this team, and they think they're gonna make a run for it. I think that they're kicking the Lakers while they down. LeBron is old, and rather than allow him to have a graceful dismount and let him do 3 to 5 years of garbage minutes on the bench, just serving as the locker room captain, like, Udonis Haslem. Instead, they making this man go out and be team captain every night for the last 21 years in a row. And he can't move like niggas that was born when he started playing basketball in the NBA. There are niggas that are in the league that were born when LeBron James got drafted into the NBA. One of them being his son. So, that in mind, I think that foot ankle discomfort is really a larger injury, and I think it's been plaguing him for a while. I think he got back problems, and he not saying nothing because he's 40 years old. And what can you say besides, nigga, I'm 40? Were it not for the fact that Jordan played up until 40, I don't even think LeBron would still be playing. I think he's secretly out to destroy every OG's record. He got more points than Magic. And he now realizes and accepts that he's not going to have more rings than Jordan. But if he can play more years and score more points, you got to go ahead and give him the GOAT nod.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree with that.
I know it's coming.
When it comes to Jimmy being compared to Klay Thompson, I can't go for that. I would compare Jimmy to Andre Iguodala.
You an asshole, Ty. You a goddamn asshole.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Wait, which Andre Iguodala? You talking about first 2 years in Philly, Andre Iguodala?
I'm talking about Iguodala, who was able to do something with LeBron in that championship game. I'm talking about MVP, Finals MVP, Andre Iguodala. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I've watched the 4 games that they've played together. Now, they've gone 3-1 and since Jimmy's pulled up on the team. If you watch the way that they play basketball right now, they are playing basketball through Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is bringing the ball up the court. He is facilitating. He is passing the ball around. He is getting everybody on the court involved. And when I say everybody, I'm talking about the Buddy Hields of the world. I'm talking about the Podziemskis of the world, the rookie redhead dude that they got on their team. I'm talking about when he comes back, which will probably be right after.
I thought Jimmy was coming off the bench.
Who? Jimmy? Jimmy's starting.
Jimmy's starting?
Jimmy's starting. Jimmy's a starter. And he's a starter. And what they do now is they take they'll take Steph out, rest Steph, let Jimmy run the offense, run Steph on the court with Jimmy, let Jimmy run the offense, let Steph come off picks all around the court, and just let Jimmy feed Steph. And Steph is thriving off of it again. He's able to get free. See, the problem before with the Golden State Warriors was they didn't have another go-to scorer. So teams were able to double and triple team Steph Curry, which made it harder for Steph to get his shot off. Can Steph still get his shot off? Yes. But do they want Steph to go through that every single night? No. So Jimmy has been
shooting
able
off
to
the screen. Steph Curry is fucking dangerous. When he come around that goddamn right elbow, nigga, he like 101 for 99. Nigga, he gonna hit 2 more than he supposed to.
Especially if you don't have help. So that's if you're the person responsible for chasing Steph Curry around all night, lock in, because you got a big job ahead of yourself. He's gonna run off about 3 to 5 picks every single possession. So you're gonna have to run through those. You're gonna have to get bumped up. You're gonna be all over. It's gonna be pinball all night. But what I've been able to see is the addition of Jimmy being a key element to what they need to move on. They do have a big man. He is currently hurt. He's coming back. He was playing very well before he got hurt, and Jonathan Kuminga. So he's starting to do well. So when we add him to what they already got, I think they can gel. Now, do they win a championship with that? I never will count out Steph Curry. You can't, because the man can get hot, and there's nothing anybody on the planet can do when that happens. We saw it in the Olympics. So what I'm telling you is
who's the MVP on that squad then?
Steph Curry is always going to be the MVP on that squad until he leaves.
Did not Jimmy Butler win an MVP?
He did. He has. But my point is that is, to your point, that is still Steph's team. Steph is still the greatest shooter we've ever seen in the history of shooting. When he gets hot, there is nothing like it. There's nothing to compare it with. There's nothing you can do to it. There's nothing you can do with it. So if what I'm saying is Jimmy gives Steph the ability to do all that Steph is great at doing. So can they do it? Yes. Will they do it? I don't know. Why do I say I don't know? Because there is a man, a bad man, a very, very bad man that lives
I know you're not talking about that big old Serbian down in Denver.
I'm talking about that big Serbian man that lives in Denver. His name is Nikola Jokic. And as long as that man is damn near averaging a triple-double and top 5 in every category in the NBA, how can you be top 5 in every category in the NBA?
It blows my fucking mind.
I've never
this
seen
nigga got top 5 cologne selection, top 5 Gatorade flavors.
Oh man,
bro, like I watch these games and it's like, how is a nigga moving this slow, cooking everybody on the fucking court, bro? Like, y'all can't do shit with him. Y'all double team him if you want to. Get off me. And I'm a spin move, and I'm going to hit this baby jumper from inside the free throw line that can't nobody do shit with. He's like a mid-range Shaquille O'Neal, bro. He is so dominant from 10 to 15 feet. You can't do shit with him. And he's like the McClung of big man. This man is 3-time MVP in a row, back to back to back. And it looked like he on pace to do it at least 2 more years. Now, for all these high flyers we've been talking about, all of these, LeBron is the GOAT, KD is the boss, and Steph is the assassin. Can't nobody seem to do nothing with this big old white man. He is making us look like little bitchy boys every chance he get, whenever the fuck he feel like it. Who on the West? We talking about playoff Jimmy. What about playoff Nikki? Who the fuck really want to fuck with playoff Joker, bro?
Nobody.
Not Milwaukee can't do shit with it. So bye-bye, Dame and Giannis and Kyle Kuzma. Oklahoma City really can't do shit with it. So bye-bye, SGA. We ain't even sure if Houston and San Antonio gonna make it to the playoffs.
Well, Houston's in good shape. They're in the fourth position right now. They're fourth in the fourth or fifth in the Western Conference right now. San Antonio.
I thought Houston was fifth, but they on pace to decline because everybody else that got a lot of injuries. They teams is coming back. Mavericks is coming back. Lakers.
The Mavericks are in very bad shape right now. Daniel Gafford is out for 5 weeks. Anthony Davis is out for 5 weeks. So Derek Lively's still out.
Is out.
Everybody, PJ, I think will be back. He
meandered.
He had a baby. PJ had a baby. That's what happened. PJ Washington just had a newborn baby, and then he conveniently
this nigga be wanting to get some sleep.
Yeah, he conveniently tweaked his ankle. But he's had the All-Star break to mend.
But my thing is, nigga, you ain't getting no coochie. You ain't getting no coochie. She just had that baby. You ain't getting no coochie. You might well come play basketball.
Not in the house.
Nah. He's
not at the house. You not. Now I ain't gonna put you. I ain't gonna never slander no grown man who trying to do right by his family. But all I know is you ain't poking and stabbing nothing at the crib. You might as well go ahead and get that aggression out on the basketball court, baby. Come dunk on you a nigga or two.
Yeah. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But
let me ask you a couple things. Go ahead. Yeah, my bad, bro.
But Jimmy,
real quick. Speaking of Jimmy, since y'all did say that he was hopefully going to help them get to maybe a playoff, maybe a chip, who knows? Do you think if they do that, then he may be able to increase his shit tolerance? Because for whatever reason, it seemed like there may have been some issues with his wardrobe the other night, as there were some noticeable stains on the backside of his uniform and his garments. And it didn't really get an explanation there, bro. We just kind of are left to wonder and speculate as to what exactly caused this urinary tract infection, why it is that he wasn't able to get rid of it before he was on the court, and like how exactly is he going to recover from this type of controversy?
That is shit up your back, baby boo boo color right there. That is. Do y'all see how that's green, brown, and yellow all together at the same time? Cause that is ooh, what did I eat colored right there. That's what happened when you switch from Cuban food to Mexican food. He done fucked around and went and hit one of them taco trucks, and that boy had the butter to the does. Nigga, I'm talking about
because he came from Texas over to LA. Get to Cali over in Golden State, and out there in the Bay, it's taco trucks everywhere, bro. And
what they got in Miami? They got nothing but Cubans out there. He over there eating that sweet pork with them charro beans, and he thought all Latin food was created equal. That nigga came over here in California and got himself some birria tacos. Look at all that consomme in the back of that boy's shorts. That nigga had some birria tacos. Look at that avocado paste in that nigga drawers. Nigga, that nigga had some that is some Del Taco mixed with Chipotle. That nigga been tearing that Mexican food up since he got the Cali. That nigga had taco truck, tamales from somebody auntie. That nigga had the the one where the chili relleno, where they bust the pepper down, put meat in it, and the white. Oh, he been trying everything. That nigga got enchilada sauce in the back of the toilet. If they don't get some baby wipes in that locker room, Jimmy need a butt plug, nigga. Your booty loose. That's what they need to call him, Jimmy Butt Loose, not Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butt Loose.
Get him.
Oh my God, Jimmy.
Yo, I still don't have any explanation. We still don't know why.
Ain't no explain to that.
It's probably just Gatorade.
There ain't no Gatorade. I'm gonna tell you what that is. Oh no, if that's Gatorade, that's their new commercial. Is it in you? Because if it is, you're gonna shit it out.
Yeah, okay.
That ain't no Gatorade, cuz I'm gonna tell you what that is. That's supplements on an empty stomach, and you thought you trusted a fart, and that fart was watery. That's what that is. That you ever go for a fart, then you feel too much pressure on your asshole. You're like, hold on, there's too many people trying to leave at once. Hold on, never mind. I was gonna open the escape hatch. Nope, there's too many people leaning on the door. Nope. I can't let all y'all out at once. That feels too heavy. Let me go sit down before I open it.
Oh, that's the worst.
Because why? Because we all done trusted the poo and started boo-booing on yourself a little bit. Had to close your cheeks real tight, get up and go make a mad dash to the bathroom and pray to God that your drawers ain't destroyed. Oh, yeah, man. Now he did that shit while he was bent over in the middle of a meeting and shit. He thought he was gonna let a fart off. And that thing was water.
Gotta play the whole rest of the game with shit in your ass.
And he's sitting next to niggas on the bench.
Bro, yeah, you over there with the juicy booty, bro.
You like that? All right, I wanted to get that out the way, and also before we leave the NBA,
he wanted to get that out the way.
Yeah, we had to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And also, what's y'all NBA fans? What did y'all think about your boy Ball and his performance this year at the All-Star game? Do we see him performing at the Super Bowl halftime show anytime soon?
Do you have any footage of his performance?
Oh my God.
I just want the first 20 seconds. I want y'all to look at this. Bring it on, Compton Clovers ass choreography that these cheerleader girls was doing, and then they all slide to the side, and he busts up out of there like he Reverend Leon London Love. And man, I want y'all to look at this opening sequence.
Yo, hold up, man. I can't find which ball is this.
He is Leangelo. He's Leangelo.
Jello.
It's not Melo, right?
You could
LaMelo and Lonzo still play.
Okay.
He the middle brother that didn't do nothing. He the Jeffrey Jordan. I mean Marcus Jordan.
Oh man, you know it's bad. I don't think he even want to put it on his page.
Bro, that's because he up there looking like Faith Evans with that baggy leather outfit on and the Timberland boots with them plats, boy. Hey, boy. They say it's shit to win triple platinum now, which lets me know these kids will buy anything.
Anything. Because he caused some real. You know what I'm saying? He got Lil Wayne on the remix, and that's what caught the traction. See that?
Nigga, he sound like Manny Fresh on the song. That's what caught the traction. Yeah. Everybody thought that was Big Timers that came out with a reunion CD. Everybody thought that was Baby and Manny Fresh. He sound just like Manny Fresh. And then when the man whoa. He look like he finna say players, playettes, hustlers. Goddamn me, like.
Oh man.
So Leangelo, I don't know enough about this man.
His whole name is Leangelo, but they call him Jello.
Oh, okay.
Right. So now the oldest brother and the middle brother then made a song together to try to capitalize off their success.
To get him some traction, because he probably really just mad because he the only ball brother that didn't make it to the NBA. And then
he made it, but he made it right back out of there. He the McClung of the ball family.
He did right back out of there.
No, he did. He plays in the G League right now, and like his brother. Look, and the crazy thing is his brothers. They troll his ass. They be trolling. They be like, nigga, give it up.
Oh, especially fucking
Lonzo told him give it up. And go to the he told him give it up and why don't you don't go play across seas? And Jello is like, nah, man, I just need to stay here, man. You just need to get them to get me on in the league, man.
And he said, how I'm gonna do that? That man looked his brother in the face and said, how I'm gonna do that?
Are y'all interested in his new song?
No. I heard the new song. It sounded like the old song. I heard a little bit of it, and I was like, this sounds just like Tweaker.
Okay. I was going
So I think that's his rapping style.
Two guns on my hip, this bitch feel like it's Law and Order. You know I stay lit, I just rolled up a fucking quarter. Then one outside, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking pants, I drop 9 on this strip for dressing formal. Two guns on my hip, this bitch feel like it's Law and Order.
How many times is he stacking his vocals? I heard like 4 tracks.
4, yeah. I heard 4 on top of a beat that was made in 2002. That's what's crazy. Like I can hear all 4 tracks in the beat. And then he got 4 stacks on his vocals, nigga. They're controlling 8 leads.
Yo, that's way too. Yeah.
And that's not how a young man with a light-skinned dad and a white mom is supposed to sound on a recording. All right, they did not put you in that all-white neighborhood. Had y'all boys going to Sierra Canyon and shit, so that you could be on there sounding like you ain't got no damn high school diploma. That's that GED music right there.
Yo,
these niggas pulling the plies on us, and on the record just sounding uneducated.
Oh my God!
You do not have that. Did not Ja Morant just get in trouble for this just a little while ago, nigga? That's why you ain't gonna make it to the league, cause your ass rapping about having a gun on you and shit like it's Law and Order.
Yeah,
I
just spoke the quarter.
The loose gun references were cool in Tweaker because if you got to understand what he's saying word for word, and you got to understand current hood slang to know that he's talking about doing violence. You know what I'm saying? When I swear on the beating, woo, woo. He talking about doing some damage to a person and not in a romantic or a pugilistic kind of way. He talking about upping firearms and rapidly discharging them after abruptly stopping his car.
Whoa! Do we have breaking news?
What's that?
Whoa! No, this can't be true. This can't be true.
What was that?
What?
Okay. Sorry, I don't know if this is true or not, so I'm just gonna preface this by saying I just saw this scrolling the grams, but evidently, and I don't think this is true. This says that Marcus Stroman has been traded. All right, I think this is fake news. It has
not our starter.
To the Red Sox. To the Red Sox. They traded him to the Red Sox.
Now again, I don't have any. Oh, hold on. Sources tell facts sport. Okay, details. Hold on, man. Nah, this cannot be true. Is this true? Is this true? No way. Okay. Nah, this got to be fake. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right.
It's not trending right now. Damn. Let me get off of that man because he one of the last American black men playing baseball right now.
Yeah, literally.
I feel like he got a white mama.
Why do you feel like that? What makes you feel that way?
His last name's Stroman.
No, his last name is Stroman, which is black as hell, and his name is Marcus Earl, which is also black as hell. And he got a brother named Jaden, which is biracial as hell.
Jaden Daniels was in the playoffs this year. What are you talking about, bro? They said Jaden, this is black. I know black Jadens.
Have you seen Jaden Daniels' parents?
No.
So how we know he ain't got a white mama as well?
I don't know. We don't know that. I mean, I would assume maybe he didn't, but I don't know. You're right. I don't know. But
Jaden is a very biracial name, cuz
Jaden is not like Jackson.
Especially Jaden with a Y.
Can't have Jaden with a Y. Well, anyway, listen. What I do think is fascinating, even if this trade is not true, which evidently clearly it's not, it's that Stroman is one, as you say, I don't even say like one of the last black men. I mean, yes, we know that the MLB is 6% black, and I don't even know if that includes the Dominicans that don't count themselves as black. But Stroman is one of the last real niggas in the league, bro. I put him on that list. Lawrence Butler, Michael
Harris Jr. Was the second out in Atlanta.
Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm. Oh, I don't know. I might.
Don't do Jazz.
Wait. Jazz might be half Dominican.
Jazz, no, Jazz is Bahamian.
Nah. He's Bahamian.
But he's eclectic.
That nigga might be born in Dominica and just played baseball over in the Bahamas, man. We don't be knowing.
He's born in the Bahamas. He's raised in the Bahamas. He's a Floridian dude. He lives in New York now. Obviously, he was a Marlin for a little while. But
now that's your play cousin.
He's a nah. But I like Jazz. Like anime. I like when sports dudes are into anime and nerd shit. But I do think that Marcus Stroman is one of the most outspoken, and for every reason he should be. Let's go ahead and let us hear what he has to say when asked the question about possibly moving to the bullpen.
Could you handle being a reliever?
I'm gonna start.
So right now,
you're
the sixth starter. So how do you handle that?
See how it plays out. I'm starting.
You do not want to pitch the bullpen.
I won't pitch in the bullpen. I'm starting.
Considering your pedigree, could you handle?
So the question is, does the Yankees squad and those pitching coaches, are they aware that Marcus Stroman is indeed a starter? I know he made it clear enough. But Ty, you and I have been on this beat for quite a while, man. And Ron, I hope you can stay along with this on this ride, as MLB is my shit. Marcus Stroman was treated so unfairly last year, as he had to take back seat in the entire playoffs, did not get put in the playoff roster as a starting Yankees pitcher. We had to sit there and watch Rodon have all kind of emotional outbursts in his pitching versus the Guardians. Sit there, jump up and down, only to start getting hit in the third, fourth. Remember we bet time. We was like, yo, Rodon ain't gonna make it to the fourth inning. Sure enough, he was doing good. Number 1, number 2, 3.
Okay, now the Guardians is the Cleveland Indians, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're right. All right.
Right. So it is interesting to me. And of course, we know Stroman is emotional as fuck. All right. Remember that game I showed you, Ty, where he pitches the ball, it goes over.
I don't like
Toronto. He's
first of all,
He hits the ball to the second and third gap, and then when they throw the ball, he gets them out in second, doesn't get Vladdy out. Marcus goes nuts, starts cussing everybody out on the field, goes into the dugout, starts cussing everybody out. Judge got to bring him out, put him on a dog and pony show everybody in the media, I'm talking to him, he going to be all right. And then after he's like, yeah, look, I'm competitive. But that's who he is. Those type of antics is what makes folks say, yo, I don't know, he's a bit of a live wire. But I don't think that it means he can't pitch. I don't get that part, bro. I don't like the dude's got a good ERA. It's like under 4. Why are we talking about not getting them in the playoffs? So, yeah, not only do they not play him in the playoffs, the entire playoffs, not the World Series, the playoffs. Okay. Then you talk about trading him. They talk about
all of October.
They don't even give him a chance, and they talk about trading him. Okay. Possibly at one point in time for Bregman, possibly for Nolan Arenado, which we'll talk about later as well.
Possibly for a lot of
all that's happening to you. Why do you rush to show up to spring training, especially when you're not obligated to be there until February 22nd? Why the media?
I'm gonna tell you why. See, I knew you felt like I wasn't gonna be well versed to jump on this Marcus Stroman because see, I'm always well versed in all things Negro.
Let's do it.
See, Marcus Stroman got a daddy named Earl that's a police detective up there in New York City.
Okay.
Marcus is a New York boy. So now, correct me if I'm wrong, but did he not used to play for the Mets and they got his ass the fuck up out of there for the same reason?
All right. Fair. But
see, somebody done pulled Marcus to the side and they done let that nigga know, hey, man, you might want to show your motherfucking ass up and show these people that you's a company man. Because it ain't no more teams in New York to play for. And everybody want their mama to be able to come watch them play.
Well, but Ron, does that justify the actions? If that's the case, right? If we know that Stroman already has issues securing long-term commitments from New York teams specifically because of his antics, then do you show up to spring training for pitchers and catchers on a Thursday that they tell you to, where even though it says in your contract you don't got to be there till the 22nd, the rest of your team are there. Lewis Hill is there. Garrett Cole is there. Carlos Rodon is there. The people that are actually getting the big checks are showing up for pitchers and catchers on the first day. You live in Tampa.
I don't give a damn if that nigga lived on West Moon. What did Ty tell you earlier? When you join this organization, there are a certain amount of organized team activities that all people that consider themselves a fruitful member of this organization gladly take part in. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if that's goddamn trash cleanup on I-95, sponsored by the New York Yankees, and your ass got to go out there and pick up trash for an hour. I don't give a fuck if that means going to the United Way and giving out fucking bats and gloves to the babies. Pitchers and catchers, nigga, you gonna show up for pictures. Fuck you talking about? If all we gonna do is put on these Yankee pinstripes and walk outside and take fucking pictures with the Muskegee girls softball team, because they done came all the way down from Pascagoula County. Hey, man, you going to do whatever the fuck it takes to show these people, namely the DiMaggios and them off in the office, that you are a bona fide member of these pinstripes, because the pinstripes specifically are the biggest name in baseball. They are to baseball what the Dallas Cowboys are to football and what the Los Angeles Lakers are to basketball. When you say American baseball, the first name you're going to say is the New York Yankees. Before you say the Dodgers, before you say the Texas Rangers, before you say the Houston Astros, before you say the Cleveland Indians, before you say the Red Sox, the White Sox, the Black Sox, the Blue Sox, the Blue Jays, the Cardinals, the Redbirds, the Blackbirds. Before you say baseball has been very, very good to me, your ass is going to say New York Yankees.
I don't know. I think that the Dodgers might have something to say about that right now. I'll tell you why. Yes, I know the Yankees had their glorious 90s to 2000 run with Jeter and eventually A-Rod, Soriano, and obviously Mariano. But those days are gone, bro. And yes, they've been playing up in the playoffs and they got to the World Series. But 2023, they didn't even make it to the playoffs. The Dodgers have been consistently in the playoffs. They've won 2 World Series this decade and have no sign of showing up. They're hiring overseas pitchers. All right. So now there is a whole entire Japanese and a Korean market for the Dodgers. So I get it. Yes, the Yankees brand is synonymous with baseball, but in terms of leading right now, it is all LA, baby. It is all LA. And I mean, look, they ain't even paying their players good AAVs. Shohei Ohtani got a $700 million contract for 10 years that only got paid $2 million last year. They players want to play for the Dodgers so bad, they're foregoing their millions of dollars until later so that they can have a good, well-constructed team right now. I'm not saying the Yankees are not synonymous with baseball. I agree. But in terms of being the most dominant, the most prominent team, I think the Dodgers got the 2020 through 2030 year, a decade sold up. It is no question about that whatsoever, bro. First of all, because right across the street in Flushing, they just hired their biggest bet. Giancarlo is on the IL and hasn't.
Bro, you getting loud ain't gonna change shit. You getting loud ain't gonna change. The Yankees, it is not the truth. It is not. It is not arguable. The Yankees are the winners.
You are a Yankees fan at the beginning of the season, and even a Mets fan. You are my perfect. You are exactly the example.
The facts are the Yankees have the most World Series in MLB history.
In baseball history. Nigga, it's not only Mariano Rivera and all of the Yankees as of late, and the Yankees, the A-Rods and the Jeters of the 90s and the 2000s. You also got the Cecil Fielders and Darryl Strawberries of the early 90s and the late 80s. You also got the goddamn Yogi Berras. You got the goddamn you got the goddamn Babe Ruth. You got the goddamn Lou Gehrig's, my nigga. Like the Yankees are baseball, cuz.
Yeah.
Well, the Cowboys ain't won a fucking Super Bowl in 30 years. But when niggas say football, there are more Dallas Cowboys fans than there are other teams, period. Some of them more teams put together. I'll put it like this. There are more niggas that are Dallas Cowboy fans that have never been to the city of Dallas. Then there are.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, it's hate. It's not for you to get, baby. You know, you just sit over there and be salty.
I get the 80s, 90s, the Emmitt Smith, the Troy Aikman shit. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I remember the Terrell. I mean, hold on. No, Terrell. No, that was Eagles. I remember the whole spike.
No, T.O. played for the Cowboys. Get your popcorn ready.
Sure. Okay, I remember the whole stint. You know what I'm saying? But that was like literally 30 years ago. I don't understand. Like, I got people in my family. Right. My cousin Sean, who I probably have on here, we all from St. Louis. We was right through the greatest show on turf. When we're going to Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis, he still got on his blue and his straws and the stars.
Nigga, y'all did that for one season and then got rid of the goddamn quarterback.
Oh, okay.
The Rams did that shit for one season.
Kurt was hurt, and Mark was there to take his place because he wasn't up to par. Wasn't. They didn't just get rid of Kurt. You acting like they just got rid of him, dude. The dude was hurt.
They fluted the shit out that man. His son was sick. That was the only reason why everybody loved him, because his son had some sort of congenital disease. Everybody was like, "Oh, he's playing for his son."
You know Kurt Warner's story? That's the only reason they loved him? Are you serious? They made a whole movie about Mark Wahlberg. Are you serious?
Nigga, you know Kurt Warner's story because you're from St. Louis. The rest of the world didn't give a fuck because it was the St. Louis Rams.
Yeah,
my bad, Ty. You got your church finger up. Go ahead.
Yeah. Because I don't want to get away from this Yankees conversation.
The Yankees ain't baseball.
Because first of all, let me just clarify why even Black Ron took the time to give you the other examples of organizations who he compared to the Yankees. You cannot take a team who wins a few a World Series and now just because they're relevant now, you discard what the history of baseball has been. Over the history of baseball in the course of all the seasons prior to this, the Yankees have won 27 World Series. So until the Dodgers get to 20, you cannot sit here and talk about the Dodgers.
At least 17. They at least gotta have 17 of them hoes.
You're
okay. I'm gonna put it like this.
Was able to do
where were the Yankees before they was in New York?
Brooklyn.
Where's Brooklyn?
Oh,
I mean, where were the Yankees? The Yankees have always been in New York. I'm not sure what you're
saying. My motherfucking point. That is my point.
Okay, the Dodgers
have moved clean across the goddamn country. Yeah. Nigga, what do they call the stadium that the Yankees play in?
Yankee Stadium.
Yankee goddamn Stadium. Not Citi Field, not Prudential Park, not First Columbian Courthouse. Yankee fucking Stadium, a.k.a. the Bronx Zoo.
They just made that man. That stadium ain't always been there, man.
Nigga, Yankee Stadium is a subway stop. Okay, next stop, Yankee Stadium.
That's true. You can actually see but y'all are taking what I said out of context. I said I get why the Yankees are synonymous with baseball. I said,
where do the Lakers play?
It's Staples Center.
Is that whole called the Lakers Center?
All right, they do call it Dodger Stadium, though. Okay, they do call it.
They call it Dodger Stadium. And ain't that the third one?
First Yankee Stadium. Yankees used to play out of what was the name of the other team? The stadium.
Man, that was before they started letting black people come. Once they integrated, they had to add more seats. Don't do that. That's progression.
The point I was trying to make was it's not that the Yankees, I get why if I go to France, if I go to Italy, if I go to Ghana, if I go to South Africa, I'm going to see more Yankees hats, more Yankees clothes than I am going to see Cardinals. I get that. I understand that. My point that I was making was the Dodgers may have something to say about that going forward. I didn't say the Yankees aren't doing anything. I know they dominate. They don't won more World Series than anybody else. They're actually the only team in the MLB that has a double-digit number of World Series wins. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. The St. Louis Cardinals are right behind us with their 11. Okay, so we are the only
that nigga said they right behind 27 with 11. They right there behind them. They in a close second place with a whopping 11, nigga.
All right. Anyway, so my point is the way the Dodgers are set up right now. Not back in the 40s with Babe or with in the 40s, 50s with Babe Ruth and with Mickey Mantle and Yogi Berra. Not in the 90s with A-Rod. Not in the 90s with Jeter. In the 2000s with A-Rod. But right now, where all they have is Aaron Judge. Like literally. You want to talk about Belly? No. He's not going to be able to just kill it like Soto. Or you want to talk about Jazz? He's a leadoff guy. Gleyber's gone. All right? The point is the Dodgers are set up to win for the next decade. Shohei has got a 2-year contract.
Wow, you have to win, though. But
they have to be. They have to be. Look at all the other franchises that are in LA that are dominating for people's dollars. You dig what I'm saying? You got the Lakers. You got the Clippers. You got the Rams.
Yeah.
I mean, not the Rams, the Chargers.
Well, you have the
You know what I'm saying? And you got a WNBA team. All right. So the number of people that's gonna spend money on Dodgers games is really all the Mexicans out there. Niggas ain't really got money for Dodgers tickets. But in LA, but in New York, you got the Knicks, you got the Nets, you got the Mets, you got the Jets, you got the Giants, and you got the Yankees. And even if them niggas got a team full of who? The Yankees still gonna sell tickets, bro. That's why I compared them to the Cowboys. That's why I compared them to the Lakers. Because no matter who's on the roster, the stand's gonna be full. The fact that when you leave this country and somebody say, where you from? You say America. They say, oh, New York Yankees, which means that represents America to them people. Just like if I had on a Manchester United jersey, you ain't even got to know soccer to know that that's a soccer team.
But my point is that for the next 8 years, or no, I'm gonna just give 5 until the next turn of a decade, that this will be the Dodgers' opportunity to steal that narrative from the Yankees. Because
they would have to win 18 of them hoes. They would have to win 18 of them hoes in a row for niggas to be like, Yankees who?
All they have to do is win 3 or even 2 in a row. The Yankees, all they have to do is not show up in the playoffs. They will begin to get pushed to irrelevancy because they're already having that in New York. The Mets are already still in the
where's the Dodgers? Where's the Dodgers Farm Club located, Vince?
It's in they're all in
Oklahoma City. It's in Oklahoma City.
They also have a team in Arizona. They don't just have one team.
You want to bet some money? You want to bet some money? You want to bet some money?
Hey,
there's a farm system, bro. There's multiple teams. The Cardinals have there's AAA, AA, and there's I don't see why.
I'm talking about AAA ball, bro. I'm talking about the call-up league, my nigga.
All right, well then, yeah, you can go ahead and go to the Midwest.
I ain't talking about single A ball. Like, I ain't talking about the banana ramas and shit. I'm talking about like
banana
actual. You know the niggas that be twerking for they pitch and shit.
That's just the bananas, bro. You would go see the bananas, bro. Yo, so the Dodgers, listen to what I'm saying. The New York Yankees, we get it. They had a run. We know about the Babe curse that Boston, all of that, they old as fuck. But right now, the Dodgers are not only dominating the American market, they're dominating the Asian market. They made $70 million off of Asian marketing just in Japan from last year. And they only
that's like telling me that all your TVs is Sony's. Because you got the plug on the Chinese goods don't mean nothing.
But you talking about how
when we talking about America's pastime.
So you have the Dodgers now soaking up Japanese media. The Dodgers now soaking up Korean media. Guess what? With Joe Ding out in Sudan, and with the Dodgers recruiting, not even just stopping with Asia, but also now going into the continent of Africa, you're going to start seeing folks in Africa with Dodgers hats. I'm just saying the Yankees have been dominant as fuck all my life.
It's already people in Africa with Dodgers hats because they always send the losing team merch over to Africa after the fucking World Series.
They won the World Series. What are you talking about?
They won one of them hoes, cuz the Rangers, the Texas Rangers, the Texas Rangers went to 3 ALDSs in a row.
Yes, but they won and lost, didn't even get to the playoffs in 2024.
But my major point is, are the Texas Rangers in the large conversation when it comes to dynastic baseball clubs? Hell fucking no.
I think so. I think
we second behind the Astros, and Nolan Ryan made more money with us than he made in fucking Houston.
He broke more records with the Rangers too.
Come on now. But when people say Nolan Ryan, they think Houston Astros first.
Well, they think Texas.
When people say Texas baseball, you think Houston Astros first.
I don't know if that's still the case. I mean, like I said, the Rangers were the most recent team to win in the World Series.
You know what? I got to concede to that point because, like my point last week, people have very short fucking memories, which is why when you have a dynasty, that's what holds things together, bro. Like, the reason why I brought up where the Dodgers Farm Club is because where's the Yankees Farm Club?
It's all over New York, upstate.
In New York, my nigga, which means all the nigga gotta do is get on the highway and his ass can be in tonight's lineup. The Yankees ain't never changed their logo. They ain't never changed their uniform. They ain't never changed the location of their fucking stadium since it's been where it's been.
That's not true.
They moved to the Bronx
stadium since 2000 and hold on, I forget that this stadium has not been the stadium that they've had all this time. Oh, Jose Molina.
I ain't talking about moved across the street, cuz I'm talking about moves across the city. Change locations like change location. They've been in the Bronx since they've been in the Bronx.
All right. Well, since we on this tip, can we speak modern? Can we talk 2025?
Well, no, because what you're trying to do and what I've been trying to get in to say is this. You keep on trying to talk about what could be. We're talking about what has already
what already happened.
Is. No. Before you even start, let me finish. What I'm saying is, you said, and I quote, the Dodgers are set up for the next 10 years to win, but yet they have not done it. You have to, bro.
They won 2 in the last 4 years. What are you talking about?
Let me finish. Again, you keep on talking about what has not been accomplished. You're talking about
that's potential
to happen. And what I'm saying to you is what you're describing is the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles just won a Super Bowl, but they've been to 3. So my point is this. You cannot discard a dynasty that's already proven to be a dynasty for what you think could be a dynasty.
For some potential, maybe might be.
You're so gone off the fact that they won 2 in 4 years that you don't understand that those were not consecutive and those were just 2 ones in 4 years. That does not make you a dynasty.
That's like firing Cherokee. That's like firing Cherokee because the new young girl with the BBL say she want to do porn. You don't even know her skill set yet. You don't even know
No,
You just gonna throw away all that greatness because of what this new shiny might be?
Might be.
No,
Might
nigga.
be.
That's not what I said. Y'all niggas keep making up your own.
That's exactly what you said.
That's exactly what you said. You know, they on pace. They on pace for the next 10 years, nigga.
It's true. I'm not.
It's not
Hey,
true.
man.
That's
Hey,
what
man.
you
Hey, man.
believe.
How is it not true? It
Hey,
doesn't make
man.
any sense. They got Shohei for 10 years. They got Boogie for another 10 years. They got Taylor for the.
Yo, let me tell you
Hey,
why
man.
that's
Hey,
not
man.
true.
And guess
Hold
what?
up,
And guess what? And guess what?
Hold
And
up,
guess
Ron.
what?
Hold up, Ron, because this is what you don't get. And I don't know why you don't get this. Just because I have a roster, okay? Just because I've accumulated a roster does not mean that every player will be on that team for 10 years. That means that I accrued these players to be on the team for 10 years. But if this player blows out his fucking knee next year, I don't have him. If this player
No, wait. Because you got to get this nigga real life examples. You got to get this nigga real life examples. Do you remember the 2015 Golden State Warriors?
Can we say on baseball? I did an hour and a half of basketball.
No, I'm just saying. Kevin Durant joined an already well-oiled machine, and they called it a super team. And them niggas went right back to the final. And for 4 years in a row, we had Warriors versus Cavs finals. LeBron versus Steph. It was Lakers versus Celtics all over again. But did the goddamn Warriors stay together even though they went to the finals 4 years in a fucking row?
Hold on. Let me just.
Or did they allow them personality issues?
And what I'm hearing that the Yankees will now and forever be the face of the MLB, and there's nothing anybody can say about it.
Until somebody surpasses 27 MLB.
Oh, come on, man!
Goddamn right.
No, that's not the
goddamn
goalpost.
Right.
It's not the
goalpost. That is the goalpost.
The goalpost cannot be. Oh, the next team has to win 28.
Man, listen, not only the 27 bet, not only the 27 pennies. Not only the 27 pennies, it's the 100 niggas in Cooperstown.
Let's not compare. There's 200. There's more than that. Listen, let's not compare records with relevance. Okay?
Listen, let's not compare records with relevance.
Okay? I'm in feedback.
Your record is what makes you relevant.
I'm in feedback.
Hold on, I'm lagging.
Okay. Are we back? Am I talking?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we back?
It's still there.
I don't know. This might be good because this. Yeah. Oh, are we back? Okay, we good. All right, Ron. I think we might have lost Ron and froze out for a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and let Ron get right and come on back. Dang, man. Okay. Well, anyway, probably about
go
time.
ahead with your good. But go ahead, bro, because I'm not letting you go.
Ron, we coming back, Ron. Ron, we ain't leaving you, homeboy. We're gonna bring you back on as soon as that gets right. All right, but my point is, and again, I think that y'all are trying to twist my words and trying to make me argue a point that I wasn't trying to make in the beginning.
So what was your point about the 10 years? So what was going to happen in these 10 years?
Let me speak.
What was going to happen in these 10 years?
My point was, I know the Yankees done been winning. I know they've been synonymous with MLB. I know, as I said, if you go to India, if you go to Europe, you're gonna see Yankees hats in all of the stores. My point was, if there was a team, and I remember we can go back and watch the tape. I said I think that the Dodgers will have something to say about that for the next 10 years. And I have a credible argument to make for why they have a right to believe that. I'm not saying that the Yankees are not dominant. They did not do their thing, that they are not expected to get into the playoffs every single year, that we don't expect them to probably hit 30 World Series wins by the time we get to another decade. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying in terms of current modern day relevance. The same way the Lakers were the team to beat in the 80s, but then it was the Bulls in the 90s. We don't say, well, the Bulls ain't win as many as the Lakers. We're like, no, the Bulls are who we're talking about right now because they're the hot team right now. They got Jordan, they got Cartwright, they got Pippen, they got Rodman, they got all of these tools to be dominant for the 90s. So, yes, they owned the 90s despite maybe not having the same level of the same number of wins or championships as the Lakers. they were this relevant, and you start seeing Bulls jerseys in Africa because you start, so I'm just saying that if there was one team out of all 30 teams in the Major League Baseball league that could argue against the Yankees' future dominance, it would be the Dodgers. And they have a reason based on the acquisitions that they've made in the offseason and last year to believe that they should. And nobody's arguing that. Have you seen the pitching lineup? These niggas got 15 starting pitchers. You know what I'm saying? There is no area in which they are not. If Teo falls, Max is there. If Ohtani falls, Freddie's there. If Mookie falls, Edmonds there. They don't have that on the Yankees. Let's go down the lineup. We got Judge, Belly. We got Glaber's gone. Jazz cannot hold down every spot. He's still playing infield. He's not an infielder. They don't even know what they're going to do if with third base yet, because we still don't know whether or not Jazz is going to play that or if they're going to move him over to second. They don't have the same structure as the Dodgers do modern day. That's why I said the Dodgers have a justifiable reason to believe that they can argue against the Yankees being the most dominant team for the next decade. As to whether or not the past is justified, I didn't argue that. I gave y'all that.
I mean, the argument was because you're still kind of saying it that they would have an argument that they would be the most dominant team. If you're talking, the most dominant team in the history of baseball has been the Yankees. And the reason, and listen,
I said the next 10 years you keep bringing up history.
All right, I'm gonna tell you why I keep bringing up history, because literally the Dodgers won 2 out of the two World Series out in the last 4 years. Okay, what you also equated that to was the Chicago team of the past. The Chicago team of the past won 3 consecutive championships in a row, and then took a year off and did it again. That is what you call a dynasty. That is what.
Who's arguing a dynasty? But that's not an argument that I'm making. I'm not making an argument.
What you're arguing that the LA Dodgers are the new face of baseball, which means that they are the new Dodgers. No, yes, you did. You Damon Wayne head looking nigga. Yes, you did. Throw some shit. Walk around. Kick something. Yeah. Getting loud don't make you right, Stephen A. Smith. We both heard your ass talking about they have the potential to where in the next 10 years, they going to be the face of baseball because they've divested themselves into the Asian and East African markets. Nigga, unless they win the next 10 pennants in a row, the conversation is always going to be who the fuck trying to be the Yankees?
No, that's not what it is.
It's so crazy. And you know what?
Who can beat the Dodgers?
Well, I'll say this.
No, not who can beat. Who trying to be? Which team is trying to be the new Yankees?
I'll say this too, because you pointed this out. You said you don't want championships to be the metrics in which you grant you.
They can't be.
It absolutely is, though, in all sports.
Why can't it be?
Let me tell you something. Let me show you.
And I'll prove you why.
Let me show you something. No, I'm gonna prove to you why.
Talk to me about the Cowboys and how many championships they've won since the 90s.
I'll talk.
And that's exactly why niggas say that. And that's exactly why niggas say that we no longer deserve to be great. And that's why niggas hate the fact that the Cowboys are still America's team, because we ain't won a championship in 30 years and niggas still got our name in their mouth.
I'm sorry, when's the last time the Cowboys Bulls won the championship? Because I still see a lot of Bulls jerseys.
Let me answer. You asked, because our conversation started about the most dominant. You said that the Dodgers would take over as the most dominant team over the Yankees.
I didn't say that. I said they had
room to
argue it. I said the Dodgers will have something to say about that. What are y'all getting about this?
Okay, all right.
Well, what they got to say? Women, chicks with BBLs call themselves baddies. Like they grandmama grew that booty for them. Like they got that booty one plate of food at a time. But niggas that grew up around real booties, we still know what greatness is. And it ain't that.
Listen.
Oh my God.
But more importantly, when it comes to metrics, in every sport, damn near. And matter of fact, no, it's not damn near. It's true. And when it comes to the metrics of
every sport,
greatness, every sport, your greatness is measured based on how many championships you won. When it comes to who's the greatest coach, when it comes to who's the greatest coach in NFL history or NBA history, they go by championships. For a very long time, Red Auerbach was considered the greatest coach in all of NBA history because he had the most championships until Phil Jackson came up on the thing and is still up there in the conversations. So when you talk about and that goes for NFL, baseball, basketball, every metric is always graded on how
boxing is based off how many belts you got, not how many great fights you put up.
Yeah, it's always that is always going to be the metric. So for you to say that just because the Dodgers may have a stretch where they win more games than everybody else, they will somehow supersede the Yankees as the most dominant team in baseball. You are far wrong when you have 28 championships that say otherwise to 11 by the 27 championships.
Why is Eli considered greater than Peyton?
Because he won one more. All right, so who's more dominant?
Because he won one more.
Who's more dominant? Who's more relevant? The Bulls or the Lakers?
What do you mean? Who's more relevant?
The Lakers.
Who's more relevant?
Who has more championships? The Lakers. And listen, as an organization, who's more relevant? The Lakers.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Was that the case in the 90s?
Yes.
When the Bulls were winning back to back, like we was just talking about?
Who were they playing?
They was playing the Celtics. They was playing the Pistons.
The Lakers. And then guess who won? Hold up. And guess who won?
For that 10-year period, when Jordan was on the team,
who won at the end of the 90s?
Were the Lakers
in the 90s? Who won at the end of the 90s?
Okay. Was the Lakers the dominant force media-wise while the Bulls were on their run?
Were they the dominant? No, the torch is passed. The torch is passed.
Oh,
because listen. I'm gonna tell you why the torch was. No, I'm gonna tell you why the torch is passed. Because players leave teams, players retire, players get old. Same thing with every organizational team. The Yankees don't have 50 World Series because they have players that leave their team. They have players that retire. They have players that die. They have players that move on.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
What you don't know, what you're saying is you're trying to say why weren't the Lakers relevant when the Bulls were? And I'm telling you, because Magic Johnson was 40 years old.
No,
Kareem was gone.
Bulls
ain't got forced out the league.
It's because the Bulls were
not only was Cuz 40, he got the AIDS.
And we know about the HIV. He got the HIV.
What did you expect?
But they were a better, more exciting, younger, winninger team, despite the fact that over the course of the entire history of each of the franchises, the Bulls have won less championships than the Lakers. So there was a stint of time in which the Jordan Bulls were more relevant than the Lakers. And I'm saying that the Dodgers will be the Bulls for the next 5 to 10 years because of the way that they are set up. And if
the Dodgers win 3 and then lose 1 and then win 3 more, I'll agree with you 100%. But they're not doing that.
But you're talking about something that they've yet to do, something that they've yet to prove.
The Dodgers have been in the playoffs and have won. Excuse me. The Dodgers have won more. The Dodgers have won more World Series this decade.
We talking about playoffs. We talking about playoffs. We talking about a bunch of almost did it ass niggas.
The Dodgers have won more World Series in this decade.
You got knocked out, and you still were talking about how many licks you got in the fight. But I got some punches in. I hit him like 6-7 times, but you went to sleep in the parking lot.
The Yankees have not won a World Series since 2000. The Dodgers have won 2 since 2000.
It don't matter.
And they haven't stopped. They're the only
And the Cowboys ain't won one since 96. It don't matter.
Okay, all right, let's talk. All right, okay. All right, you know what? I know what y'all saying.
In totality, how many championships does the Dodgers have?
Oh my God, they got 8. But I'm not a Dodger fan. I'm not here to cap for the Dodgers. That's not my job.
Who's more relevant? Who's more relevant, Floyd Mayweather or Muhammad Ali?
It depends on who you ask.
It does.
Most people will say Floyd, but who's the face of boxing? Whose fucking shadow can I put up and you know who the fuck that is?
Oh my God.
I
will not accept that we have to accept the Yankees as the face of the franchise for the remainder of the existence of the Major League Baseball. I just won't accept it.
And I don't like the fact that more people came to see Lil Yachty than came to see Michael Jackson at Great Western Forum. But it's still a reportable fucking fact. But just because Lil Yachty sold more concert tickets that night at the same venue,
greater than Michael.
Yo,
come on.
Y'all can have your glory years, and we know that you have.
I know we can. We got them. We earned them.
But
we earned them. All 27 of them hoes. What are you talking about?
Did Ron just say we? Are you a Yankees fan now too? Because this nigga, no, don't listen.
I'm a dynasty fan. I'm a dynasty. I don't fuck with the Yankees at all. I'm from Dallas, Texas. If your team ain't in Dallas, Texas, y'all can die in a fiery bus crash, and I won't give a shit. But I'm a dynasty fan, my nigga. Like, I'm not going to disrespect.
The Dodgers. You should be a Dodgers fan. They have more.
I'm for the Yankees. I'm for the Yankees. Because if I was going to be a Dodgers fan, I would call them the Brooklyn Dodgers.
I'm with that too. They did start as the Brooklyn Dodgers. We know where Jackie Robinson got his start. We know that he didn't go over with them when they moved over there. We get it.
I also know that the Brooklyn Dodgers went and picked the most mid nigga they could find.
Well, hold on. I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, it's true that we wish Josh Gibson had got in before them. The Reds tried to get Gibson, tried to get Buck Leonard, and they didn't because the league was still holding.
How many times did Satchel Paige get called up?
Satchel Paige should have been in there, but at least he was the first Negro League member to get inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. None of that shit should have happened, and we talking about a whole bunch of different shit. What I'm talking about right now is that the Dodgers in 2025, I put them down for being possibly close to winning 100 games plus, and I don't do that with the Yankees. Now that
that fine chick across the room, I'm saying right now that I possibly might go get that phone number and smash tonight. Telling me what look good and telling me what the reality is two different things, cuz. Okay,
but time will tell.
You said I made that come on home. Y'all wondering where I was going with that. I made it make sense in the end. You standing across the room in the great nightclub that is professional baseball, telling me about the pretty bitch over at the bar that look good. Okay. And I agree with you. She look good.
Let me just do this. Let's do a little bit of legit analysis here. Ty, you wanna do a quick side-by-side comparison with the lineups from the Dodgers and the Yankees? Starting with
now you want to talk about
no, because what you're basically doing. No, because what you're basically doing, because it doesn't have only relevancy. What you're saying.
How?
Because you got new and shiny syndrome.
Tell you why. What you're doing is you're saying, okay, because they have a better lineup, because they've fixed a better lineup, that because of the lineup that you see, you predict that for the next 10 years or so, they will be in the World Series or winning the World Series. Then why would you call
it? What you saying is because Deion Sanders got a brand new facility down there in Colorado that they finna do away with everything Alabama done did.
No. I'm saying that right now, okay, that if the Golden State Warriors are winning, even if they don't get to the playoffs, even if they don't get to the championship game, if they're winning more than the Lakers for a longer period of time, then they might start getting looked at as being a little bit more relevant than the Lakers.
But what good is relevancy though? If it doesn't equate to championship,
because after the Lakers, you got the Celtics, and after the Celtics, you got the Knicks. There's too many more storied franchises in a row before you get to the Memphis Grizzlies.
But this is
and the Dodgers are the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Dodgers are the Chicago Bulls. How do you not see this? How are we not seeing this?
Actually, the Dodgers are more like the Houston Rockets.
Yeah,
the Dodgers are more like the Houston Rockets.
No, they're the Bulls. They've already won 2.
They're the Rockets. They're the Rockets. They won 2 in between everybody else's greatness, bro. They the Rockets. They the Rockets in 94 and 95.
I'll tell you who they are. They're LeBron James. They get there all the time. Doesn't mean they're gonna win. And that's what relevancy is. But that's what your relevancy garners. Your relevancy garners. We may be there.
Wait, Ty. Hold on, Ty. Because you making his argument with that analogy. Yeah, that's the buzz. That's the buzz. Because there are people arguing that LeBron is better than Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Just like he's arguing that the Dodgers are better than the Yankees.
And they can't. And the comparison is trash because LeBron left.
Comparison is not trash.
Played on multiple cities. He had to leave.
Oh, that comparison is trash. But you somehow can't see how comparing the Dodgers to the Yankees ain't equally trash.
They moved.
Comparison is not trash,
Ron.
The comparison. Let me tell you why the comparison is trash. Let me tell you why the comparison is not trash. The reason I brought up LeBron is because LeBron was for a very long time, whether he was in Cleveland, whether he was in Miami, or whether he was in the LA, he was perennially involved in the playoffs every single year, but he didn't win. He'd go to the finals, he didn't win. He'd go to the finals, he didn't win. He's been to what now?
If it wasn't for COVID, that nigga would only have 3 rings.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, Ron, but hasn't LeBron been to
9 finals?
9 finals. And out of the 9 finals, he's won 3 championships.
And a possum. 3 and a possum.
I say that to say that what you're describing in your analogy of the Dodgers is that we have formulated a team that will be participating in the playoffs in some way, shape, or form for the next 10 years or so.
The Dodgers is the Buffalo Bills, my nigga. The Buffalo Bills been in more Super Bowls than any other fucking team besides the Green Bay Packers and ain't won but 2 of them home.
Won the World Series, Juan. That doesn't make any sense.
They did win. They did just win it.
They just won in 2024.
Listen, my comparison to LeBron is sounding more and more like the Dodgers because they've been to 2. But this is what they've been to, Ron. They've been to 4 World Series. They've won 2.
They just beat the Astros.
They won 2. So what he's describing, which again is what I said about LeBron, is in the next 10 years, he predicts that the Dodgers will be in the World Series or winning the World Series in the next 10 years. What I'm telling him is, if that don't sound like LeBron James, I don't know what else does. Because I'm describing is
in the next 10 years, how many times you think they gonna appear?
In the next 10 years, I give it at least 5.
If they only win half of their appearances, that only means 2, maybe 3.
But the question is, will the Yankees,
which will bring their grand total up to 13, maybe 14 wins?
Did you hear what he answered? How he answered it, Ron? His answer was the Yankees. He said, "Well, my answer is, well, how many times are the Yankees going to be?"
No, I answered the question, and then I said, the question is, how many times will the Yankees do the same thing? Because this conversation was based on the comparison between the franchises of the Yankees and the Dodgers. So if the Dodgers end up going to the World Series 5 times and the Yankees go 0 times, can we concede that the Dodgers are more relevant?
So let me shoot your argument in the head. You ready for the big old gun? The Dodgers got to win 11 more pennants to be considered as good as the Yankees. All the Yankees got to do is remain a baseball team.
That's
all right.
The burden of proof is on the Dodgers because all the Yankees got to do is remain in existence to remain relevant.
I said that. I said it is on the Dodgers. But what I also said is that the Dodgers has set it up so that the course of the next 10 years. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that obviously everybody gets older.
You be the dude that die in the Mafia movie. Hey, all you gotta do is front me these 100 keys, and I'm telling you, baby, we gonna be a millionaire in 6 days.
Okay. Listen. Can we just can we dial down the emotion and can we get into the statistics? Can we get into
dial down the emotion? You almost tore your whole set down behind you a second ago. You jumped up.
Actual statistics. Y'all are only going off of vibes. Y'all going off of vibes. Y'all ain't gave me not nan reason whatsoever to think that the Yankees are going to give the Dodgers any kind of competition. And
I didn't say that. I never said that.
Nobody said that.
I said that no matter what the Dodgers do in the next 10 years, it's not going to besmirch the Yankees' storied history as the quintessential baseball team.
And all I said was that the Dodgers are the only team out of all 30 teams that could have something to say about that. And there is
when you say the words big booty, what race of woman do you think about? What race? What skin color comes to mind when I say big old juicy butt?
Ty, you got this one, man. I can't.
You know, I'm gonna say a black woman off the top.
All right then, Ty. Have you ever seen a milk of magnesia Caucasoid lady with cheeks?
Yeah, I have seen
it happen.
Have you ever seen a Latino lady with the lumpy buns?
Yes, absolutely. Yes,
J-Lo.
Yes.
But does the fact that white ladies have booties now and Latino ladies have booties now and everybody going to the Dominican Republic to get fake booties now, does that take away from the fact that when you say the words big booty, you automatically picture a black woman?
You know what? You're right. No, I never. No, not at all. Not at all.
What I'm saying is the LA Dodgers is the new BBL. Just because you can go buy what you need to be great in the moment. When I say the words big booty, when I say the words baseball,
New York Yankees.
New York Yankees.
That's real. I will accept that. That one is fair. That's a fair comparison, and the reason is because they put their money where their butt is. They really do. I got it. Hey, all right, Ron. That gets a standing ovation, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one, man. I'm taking down, homeboy. That was hey. I can't even argue against that.
How many years would you have to see flat back black women and big booty white and Latin women before you stop associating ass with blackness?
That is way better than the comparison.
Black women got 27 World Series worth of ass. You ain't gonna never ruin their record.
And look to his analogy. Even if that did happen, and there was a stretch of you seeing the no black women with asses, when you see that one black woman with that ass, it's gonna bring back
all the comeback. They've been here for years.
That's what I'm saying. It's never you never
all right.
be able to get past the Yankees, man.
I get that. That's fair. That's fair. I will accept that. Yes, it's true. that even if the Dodgers do have a successful 5 to 10 year stint, that after that it'll go right back to the Yankees. And yes, you are absolutely right. That part I cannot deny. That wasn't the point.
I'm gonna drive the point home a little bit further.
Oh man, there's more.
Yeah, because you brought them up earlier. We've been watching China kick that ass in the Olympics here lately, have we not, fellas?
Yep.
We've been watching other teams come along now in basketball. We seeing a lot of European programs and shit really putting their thing down when it comes to basketball. But how many gold medals would the USA have to lose before you stop associating us with Olympic greatness? And all it would take is one Olympics to restore us. We wasn't shit in the 2000 Olympics.
Nah, we lost.
We came right back in 04.
Yep.
We got the bronze fucking medal that year. Ricky Rubio crossed Kobe Bryant up on national fucking TV. We was like, somebody shoot him. What he doing? But we came right back in 04 with the Redeem team.
Yeah.
And we've been the Dream Team USA ever since. China showed up in the 08 Olympics with plenty ass to kick. And it was our ass that was on their mind. And every year since then, China show up with kicking the USA's ass on their mind. But when they do that medal count, not only do we have the most cumulative medals, we have the most gold medals. To the point where if you don't hear "Oh say can they see" at the end of an event, you be surprised that the US didn't win.
Oh, wow.
The only reason why we know about them other events that happen in the Summer Olympics is because they airing that shit and it ain't nobody from the US competing. But let them come out with a American what they call it when they throw the rock down and the niggas be having the brooms.
the shuttleboard.
Not shuffleboard, but
it's like it's called shuttle, eh?
Shuffleboard, right?
Shuffleboard.
No, shuffleboard is a small version.
Oh, cricket?
Nah, this ain't cricket.
No, cricket is Jamaican baseball.
They basically shaving the ice and the thing moves up the thing, yeah, and they got a
that shit. Oh, the little
that's
curling. It's called curling because I had to look it up. Yeah. Curling, goddamn me. But let them come out with an all black curling team and say they from St. Louis. They grew up impoverished. And one of their daddies got a job working at the hockey rink, so they snuck in and started glory roading their way to the fucking Olympics. Nigga, don't you know that all they got to do is make it to the championship match, and from that point on, curling will be an American fucking sport?
Kind of like bobsledding for Jamaica.
Niggas will be out there, USA at the fucking curling championships.
Yo, look, we gotta start winding down, man, because I gotta head up out of here in a little bit. But on the way out, I did want to. I can't believe this nigga brought it full circle with the BBL shit, bro. Like the Astros, the Lakers, none of that was working for me. But when he branded it with the black women with the booty, I was like, all right.
Yeah. That was the Lord. He said you gotta say it where everybody can understand. And some dynasties can't be touched.
He went full Socrates Plato for that shit, bro. And I love it, bro. Good shit, man. Good shit. Couple stories on the way out, man. I would be remiss if I, as a Cardinals fan, did not bring up the situation going on with Nolan Arenado. This is a dude who actually did not want to get traded. He still has $74 million left on his St. Louis contract for the next 3 years, 10 of which is still owed by the Colorado Rockies. And the Cardinals are doing everything they can to shed anybody with any potential on the team and let all of the infants and the Rugrats run the field. I do believe Mason Wynn, Jordan Walker, Victor Scott, Alec Burleson, Nolan Gorman, and Brendan Donovan will be good for the team, but I just don't understand why we have to get rid of Nolan Arenado. I don't think that it's a necessity. We don't even have to eat the whole contract, John Mozeliak. Why are you so insistent to get rid of Nolan Arenado? I think I know why, because you're saving money. You're trying to put it all in the piggy bank so you can maybe get a big bat down the line, but he's already on the contract, and you don't even have to pay the full thing. And so you can't afford, as the owners of Busch, Bud Light, Budweiser, $21.5 million for the next 3 years. Suck my dick. I know you can do it. You can afford it. So let that man play. He does not want to be anywhere but in St. Louis. He waived his trade clause. They didn't want him to go to to go to Houston. I don't know why. What's wrong with Texas? I don't know background why he didn't want to go to Houston. He didn't want to go to. He may go to New York still to be a corner on the infield with Goldsmith over there at first, and he's at third. But he is a Cardinal right now. So let him just go ahead and run it. He's the only one on the team over the age of 30 that's a position player. And 2 years ago, he was good for 30, 40 home runs per season. Don't let this last couple years of a slump necessarily deter you from knowing that this dude has greatness. And dare I say, I think he's going to come back with a vengeance, because after somebody try to trade you, try to show you that they don't think you're valuable, what you want to do? Show them that you was wrong, motherfucker. And so I believe that Arenado is going to have a breakout season this year. I hope so. If not, bro, you ain't gonna make it all the way through the season. What's up, Ron? Why?
You need somebody to have a breakout.
No, it's just saying that 21.5 is not all of 25. It was wild work, because they only spend $25 million a year. And he told me they ain't got to pay all of it. They only got to pay 21.5. They ain't got to pay the whole 25. Like, nigga, what?
Because look, he's owed $74 million.
The Rockies owe that man $3.3 million a year.
A year, exactly. Yeah. So they don't have to pay the full 74. They only got to pay the remainder. So you divide 64 by 3. What's so funny? It's math. What are you talking about? Simple math.
Hey, because this nigga acting like that's like if the bill was $85 and I pull out 80 and you pull out a 5 and you say we paid for this. Nigga, no, we didn't. We didn't pay for this, nigga. You covered my shortage, maybe, but we didn't pay for this. That was the first thing you said that was fucking hilarious. And then you pointed out 2 glaring discrepancies. Okay. First of all, you need to understand the economy. Budweiser ain't selling as many beers domestically as they used to. Even though worldwide they are still the New York Yankees of beer. You see how I brought that back? The IPAs and shit that are selling right now ain't really, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't like, well, you pocket watching the shit out the Anheuser's right then. You was like, y'all making all that beer money. Y'all got it. First of all, nigga, you don't know their finances. And second of all, it's wise of them to try to save $22 million a year if they can offload that shit, because you mentioned that he's over 30 and in a decline. Yeah. And based off of history, y'all know this is my favorite word when it comes to sports. You have to look at the pattern with how something is trending. You can't just hope against hope. Like with LeBron, he's showing that he's injury prone now. That is the mark of the decline. That is showing you that he about to start falling apart. Don't no nigga get no second wind out of nowhere in a sport that's based off of the human body's ability to perform at peak performance and peak condition. If he was to suddenly return back and start back hitting 30, 40 home runs, first thing they're going to do is say he Barry Bonds in it, that he done found some new steroid that's undetectable, because who the fuck bounces back from a slump over 30 in a young man's game?
Mookie Betts, Aaron Judge.
Bring up Mookie's ERA. Bring up Mookie's ERA. And you also talking about a bunch of black men.
Yes.
Nolan ain't got that Negro. Nolan ain't got that Negro DNA.
Because the next thing I was about to say was, well, if we're going off of stats, then if we're using that to determine whether or not somebody should still be on the team, then let me let Ty tell you how much he loves Aaron Judge and his postseason performances, and whether or not he should still be.
That is not.
Exactly. So why are we going to sit here and be like, all right, let's throw this dude out with the bathwater because maybe he had an off year, only hit 16 home runs in 1 year, but it still was your franchise for the last couple years.
Well, when you plan on throwing out the whole bath period, then none of this matters. Like, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that if I'm being honest, I think that the Bushes are ready to sell the team. Look.
They just built the stadium.
Listen. Sometimes you make bad decisions.
Mark Cuban spent $200 million renovating American Airlines Center just to turn around and sell the fucking team.
That's a person, not a business.
Well, I'm just here to say that when you start seeing what you're seeing in St. Louis, when they're basically fire selling the team, and that's what the hell they've been doing.
It's the players, not the team. Come on.
Okay, fire selling the players, which,
and it's only been Paul Goldschmidt.
Fire selling the players, which compose the team. But what I'm saying is that ultimately, when you see stuff like this happening, and there is not a winning culture that you have been able to have for a while with the St. Louis Cardinals. I think y'all haven't had a winning culture since y'all lost Poole.
We won this World Series in 2011. All right, we've been at the playoffs 9 times since. We haven't necessarily been the same Cardinals team of the turn of the century with Pujols, Yadier Molina, Freeze.
You guys boys got deep. You all emotional right now.
Yeah, like
nobody give a fuck that shit hurt your goddamn feelings, Vincent. You remember a big head white man by the name of Joshua Hamilton?
Yes.
Okay, what about him?
Did the Rangers not get rid of that nigga with the bath water?
The Rangers got rid of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real.
They got rid of Gary Matthews. They got rid of Mark McLemore and then brought him back. Like, nigga, they got rid of A-Rod.
Yes, they got rid of it, but you got Soriano for it, and that worked out all right.
We got rid of Pudge Rodriguez. We got rid of, you know what I'm saying?
Martin, thank you.
It's rumored that Randy Johnson was in our farm club before he went to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, people make gambles based off the analytics of the current moment. That's what we keep on telling you. Potential don't mean shit in your wallet. When you talking about what you can do financially today, tomorrow's money don't got shit to do with the conversation.
It just doesn't. It's all right. So if you have a guy who you hired for $224 million for the course of 4 years, and he goes into free agency, you no longer have to pay him. Now, the only big bank you got on your entire payroll is one dude who's being paid still almost 10% of his contract is being paid by his former team. You are adamant about getting rid of him, even though he is the only one within he was an MVP player, all-star player, and yes, he's on decline. But as of right now, you just selling him with nothing in return, just to free up money for the payroll, without any intention of using that money to build a better team. I just say,
what you think they're doing with all that free cap space? Did you not just see the Mavericks do it with Luka Doncic? Did you not see the Mavericks just do it with Luka? They just cleared up $400 million worth of cap space.
And 80s
by throwing away a nigga with the bathwater who you could clearly see in the tub.
Look, there's arguments on both sides. I just think that it's weird that it's adamant. And it's not like he's getting paid Juan Soto money, not even Aaron Judge money.
There you go pocket watching again, man. That nigga getting paid, bro. $25 million a year to play baseball.
Yeah, that's not even, shoot. Oh, pitchers get that much. They just gave Justin 15. He's getting 15 for 1 year. Freaking Bregman, he's at 6. Actually, damn, I just thought about it. Yeah, he's getting more.
Your boy, I'm not a starter. You know how much money he get a year? You know how much money Marcus Earl get a year?
Was it 13?
I think he's a 12. Yeah,
12. And this nigga talking about, I'm a starter. I'm a starter. And he only making half the money that Nolan making.
Yeah. But you know why he did that, though? He has to, because he knows he's getting traded. And he don't want nobody that's thinking about bringing him onto their team to even think that he's going to the bullpen. Now,
so he finna turn into Cam Newton. He finna fuck around and not be in the league because he can't accept where he currently ranks.
I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think that he's stated where he wants to be and how difficult it's going to be for him to be moved out of a starting position. So whoever deals with him is going to have to deal with that contention. But he's not the only one that
doing this. I hate doing this. But have you ever seen a fat woman with pretty bitch confidence? Or an old chick telling you what the fuck she used to be able to do? There is no doubt that Vivica Fox used to be that bitch. Am I lying or am I telling the truth?
I don't want no parts of
definitely her.
When I posted
Independence Day, Vivica was banging. She was Independence Day.
Soul Food,
Booty
Soul Food, Vivica. Two can play that game, Vivica. Going with 50 Cent, Vivica.
Mm-hmm. But now we got Cartier. It's different from Cartier.
You seen old Vivica these days?
Hey, what she call us? Hey, it's your auntie.
61
Vivica?
years old, talking about she finally ready to settle down. Vivica. Baby, you don't have the same draw. You don't have the same leverage. You don't have the same. Okay, then
So before look, Ron, why are you processing that? You mean to tell me that if you're a starting pitcher and then your team says they want to move you to first base, that you'd be like, all right, whatever it is for the team?
You, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I would feel like you're more Justin Steele.
You way too old. You way too old to be talking the level of cocky shit you popping off because you're not him no more.
Right. Say it again, Ty.
I said that's what you feel, but that's not what Marcus feels. Marcus feels like he's him. Marcus feels like exactly what he told you. I'm a starter.
I'm a starter. They didn't play me in a whole fucking postseason. Nigga, what that tell you? If they got the ability to bench a starter for the whole postseason, you're not as integral as you'd like to think that you are.
Yeah.
Sir, you played for the Mets, you played for the Blue Jays, and them just the teams that I know. I know he played for another fucking team, though, and the Yankees.
He's been with the Yankees for a couple of years. I still don't understand why they didn't play him in the postseason. We talked about that during the postseason. We were like, we don't understand.
We all know why they didn't.
Man, I bet you got some name brand clothes in your closet that you don't wear, that you hardly ever put on. I bet you got a pair of expensive shoes that you've only worn in your closet 3 or 4 times. You know why? Because you got other shit that you can put on. You got some shit that's much cheaper, but much more reliable. And you got some shit that's much fancier, but you only use for special occasions. But you got some middle of the road shit that don't cost you that much. And you done did some important things in it that lives in the back of your closet because you have options.
Yeah, but if I'm in the playoffs, all right, and I even have to play wild card teams, like you're telling me that there's not one game, not 3 innings. Remember when the Dodgers they started Jack Flaherty? They called him out after 2 innings. Ty, they couldn't give.
But you gotta understand what
they couldn't give Stroman.
But they don't owe no nigga that's been going from team to team that type of old head seniority. He has no tenure. Nigga, out of all the other starters, he's still the youngest nigga on the pitching room.
He's not a free agent. They're trying to trade him, and he's still under contract. So,
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Out of all of the people that are in that pitching room, he still has the least amount of OG status. Hell, he got one of the smallest paychecks.
Lewis Hill is a rookie. Lewis Hill got Rookie of the Year for pitching in place of Garrett Cole at the beginning of the Yankees.
How the fuck can a rookie be an OG, Vince?
Oh,
I said out of all the veterans, he is the youngest OG. Who you elbowing out the way for position? If you gonna come in out like I'm a starter, who you benching? The young cheap ass rookie who we don't even give a fuck if he tear his whole rotator cuff off because he getting a rookie minimum.
Hold up, Brian. Hold up. This is a good question, but I have an answer for you. It's Carlos Rodon. Carlos Rodon was a problem in the playoffs. He was not pitching up the par. He gave up a game.
How much does Rodon cost?
I mean, I don't see what that got anything to do. We're talking about performance in the playoffs. Like if you got
everything.
I'm just saying, all of the games in the playoffs, they got my dog Durag Stroman in the clubhouse, not even giving him an opportunity to be on the roster.
Oh, was he? But was he in the clubhouse? We didn't see.
He probably wasn't even in the club. I'm just saying, like he's on the 40 man.
I don't think he traveled with the team. I don't think he traveled with the team because remember throughout the playoffs, even people like Steve A was like, "Yo, where?"
The nigga only got 30 starts out of 161 regular season games. That don't sound like a nigga that's important as fuck to the team.
Yes, it does.
Because here that sounds more to me like they said to him, "Hey Marcus, we want to put you on the roster." And he said, "Am I starting?" He said, "No." He said, "Well, I don't want to be on the roster." All right, well, Marcus, shit, wish us luck then, cuz.
But if they said the same thing to Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, Luis Hill, they put Nestor Cortez in the bullpen. He didn't pitch,
and those niggas accepted where the fuck they were where the fuck they were placed. Marcus is the only nigga that has a problem with what the game is presenting him. Marcus is the only fat girl who thinks she needs to be treated like a bad bitch.
On that
team, just because
yes.
she feel like one on the inside.
On that team, maybe yes, but he's not the only one in the league right now. We know Alec Bregman just got traded from the Houston Astros to the Boston Red Sox. Alec Bregman is a Gold Glove winning third baseman. Guess who's at third base in Boston? Rafael Devers, their slugger. Is Rafael trying to move because Alec Bregman is a better baseball player on third base? No. Devers is like, I don't give a fuck.
And neither one of those teams are the New York baseball Yankees. The long nut dragging Yankees, my nigga. The Yankees don't give a fuck about what you do over there. Go your bitch ass over there.
Yeah.
This part, I can't argue. I can't argue against that because that's the truth. That is 100% the truth. The Yankees, they like, oh, is that peach fuzz on your chin? Oh, yeah, here's the pine for you to ride for the next 3 weeks. Because you know we don't have.
You feel what I'm talking about? Because if you going to play for the Yankees, you going to do it with a naked face.
Exactly. This nigga, there's
and if you don't like it, you don't have to be on the fucking Yankees.
That's right.
Because we've seen better than you, and we'll get better than you again in the future. We the Yankees.
And they are literally like,
we got more niggas in the Baseball Hall of Fame than the Baseball Hall of Fame. Fuck is you talking about? We the Yankees. Get it in your mind. It is an honor and a privilege for you to put these pinstripes on. And if you don't want to do it in the manner in which we want you to do it, then you won't even be on the lineup, nigga. They won't even print your name in the program. Better go try that shit with the fucking Cardinals. Nigga, this the Yankees.
All right. You know, we didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? That was unnecessary.
I had to do it. I had to be disrespectful. I could have said Diamondbacks. I could have said Brewers. I could have put out a whole bunch of other ball clubs. But I felt like being personal right there because you seem not to want to get it in your fucking head that these niggas is the goddamn Yankees, cuz. They do what they want to do. As a matter of fact, what do they call Americans in other countries, particularly down in the Caribbean?
Yanks.
Yeah. Oh
Which is short for what?
Yankees.
Oh my gosh. Y'all still on that.
Man. Is the song called Cardinal Doodle Wintertown? Dodger Doodle went to town riding on a donkey.
I'm not doing this with you.
Oh my gosh, man.
All right, look, on the way out, because I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I'm losing money while I'm here.
If you go to Corral, if you go to Cracker Barrel, do they sell Dodger Candle Company candles in that motherfucker? Or them hoes called Yankee candles?
I guess not, bro. Yeah. You got it, Brian. You got it. You got me, bro. I just want to, on the way out. By the way, thanks to anybody watching. Thanks pulling up Facebook stream. The Instagram. Oh,
you got to do it.
I did it again. The Instagram is gonna be a problem as long as I have to remember to press the button. I'm always gonna forget, bro. So somebody got to be like, "Hey,
the goddamn button!
Push the button."
You got to make that a sound. You got to make that a sound. Jump out.
But yeah. So I did want to, at bare minimum, mention, as I said I was going to, the Andre Dawson Classic,
right?
That is going to be happening this weekend. 2 games, one between my alma mater, Florida A&M, and Mizzou, which is odd because I'm from St. Louis, and so my team will be playing against my school. My city will be playing against my school, and that's fine. I'm cool with it. And also Southern's playing. I can't remember who Southern's playing, but I'm saying this because we don't have a Negro League anymore, because after Jackie Robinson and Larry Doby went over into the majors, then folks started going to the major league games instead of the Negro League games because they wanted to see black people compete against white folks. And ultimately the industry, that was run by our boy, Rube Foster, ended up just kind of going in decline. But today we've got so many dope players at HBCUs that are playing baseball that get zero media attention whatsoever. And if anything we can learn from Andre Dawson is that HBCUs can produce talented baseball players. So I want to shine the light on the Andre Dawson Classic for this weekend, because I'm tired of seeing only 6% black people in the MLB, as I'm a baseball lover, and it is much better to see a team like the Braves, who've got like mostly black people, even though they won't claim being black because most of them from Curacao and all other places, and teams like the Padres and last year's Marlins before they traded Jazz when it was predominantly black. I like to see those kind of teams, and I feel like the only place I can see them now is in a classic like this where HBCUs play against each other, even though Mizzou's not an HBCU. So I just want to throw that out there real quick. I wish I had graphics and stuff for it, but I don't. But yes.
Hey man, I just want to say, not only did the Negro Leagues die within a year of 2 black men being drafted into the MLB, also the fact that there are black colored players from all of these Spanish speaking countries, I believe is a very calculated and concerted move by the powers that be to disenfranchise black men from a sport that they deemed us not even intelligent enough to understand when they first tried to keep us barred out of it, which has led to the vast decline in young black children even having an interest in baseball. They would much rather go play football and basketball, which have very short lifespans in terms of your career, and the most amount of injuries, even though baseball is a more contact sport than basketball. I believe that it starts at home. We as black parents have to do a better job of sensationalizing and incentivizing baseball as a sport for our children with athletic prowess to endeavor into. If your baby can jump high enough to dunk a ball, then he can jump high enough to catch a home run in the middle of center field and bust a nigga heart. If your baby has enough wherewithal to hit an A-gap and juke a nigga out his shoes, then your baby has enough wherewithal to attack home plate and run that fucking catcher over and score a game-winning run. Basically what I'm saying is if your baby got 40 speed in the combine, then your baby can get down 90 feet to first base. The same athletic mechanics that require you to be great in any sport outside of swimming, you're going to need them in baseball. Hand-eye coordination. As a matter of fact, baseball players, boxers, and football players practice with baseball, softballs, and tennis balls when they want to improve their hand-eye coordination. Every dude with a little bit of money in his pocket, but he want to do something romantic on a date and took his woman to the batting cages because that don't take but $5. And you can show her how strong you are, your reaction time, and you can look like a hero hitting that little 13-ounce ball about 30, 40 yards. What I'm saying is if we as Black people bring back the allure and the acclaim that baseball once had in our community, then we can start to see more Ken Griffey seniors and juniors. We can start to see more Barry Bondses. We can start to see more Darryl Strawberries. We can start to see more what's your boy's name? Was it something Sean, like Keyshawn Marshawn, Deshaun, something like that. But he used to sensationalize the game. And then we won't be so disappointed when your Big Papi Ortizes get on TV and tell the world that they cold black ass ain't black. Shiny ass, greasy ass nigga, my color. They want to get on TV and say that he not fucking black. When we see what was your boy? Manny
Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez, that used to play for your beloved Dodgers and shit with fucking dreadlocks underneath his fucking ball cap. That when he wins, talks about how he's a proud Latino. The representation that Black folks sought so hard was the reason why we integrated into the major leagues in the first place 100%. Is now sorely missing.
Wow. Damn, when you put it like that. Because I was about to go. I actually, and I couldn't do it this week because we run out of time and I got to go. But I was going to put together, and I still will. I'm going to put together a list, and I've already got the list. I actually have it in the notes of the top blackest teams. And I was going to have to disclaimer it by saying, and I'm including the niggas that don't even know that they niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like Teoscar, I'm sorry, you one of us.
You
Ronnie,
a nigga.
I know you Venezuelan, but you was a nigga Venezuelan ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And if you don't believe me, then we can do what I like to call the driving at night test. If you think you ain't a nigga, get in the vehicle with me after sundown and let's ride around in an all-white neighborhood and see what they tell the police that there's two niggas in that car.
They ain't gonna say, oh, it's a Latino. Right there, like, no, nigga, it's two bossy her ass, curly ass her niggas with ashy lips and legs that's riding through my neighborhood. Ain't got no business being here. They don't give a fuck about your Dominican passport, my nigga. So let's just.
And you jump your big old baseball shape having ass out that goddamn car with big old sliding in the home plate ass thighs and wide ass 34-ounce baseball bat gripping ass hands and your big old home run hitting ass shoulders, and they before you can even say "Papi, I know black," they gonna be the.
This exactly happened to Marcell Ozuna of the Braves, which is where that nickname Ozuna from the Braves came from. Dude got caught driving drunk in Atlanta, and when they pulled him over, they like license and registration. He's like, I don't have a license, but I'm Ozuna from the Braves. I'm Ozuna from the Braves. They're like, okay, nigga, who is that? I'm Ozuna from the Braves. Ozuna from the Braves. And so he learned what it meant to be black in that moment. It just
they took your ass right down to Cobb County where the other niggas go. Ozuna from the Braves.
Ozuna from the Braves. Well, yeah. Well,
that just sounds like a rap name when you say it fast like that. Yeah, give it up for YBN Ozuna from the Braves. That sounds like a rapper in Atlanta. You don't know me, baby. I'm Ozuna from the Braves. I got the new hot song out. It's called Papi I Know Black. You ain't heard it?
Yo, we gotta go ahead and skate, man. But we back next Tuesday with a hot, fresh stand-up sports bar, whatever we calling it, I don't know. And yeah, man, we'll be talking about baseball. Who knows, baby, basketball? Who knows? Whatever comes up. Ron's got a lot of fighting to talk about.
We got to talk about Justin Tucker. We got to start. We got to talk about Justin Tucker.
Oh yeah,
it's boxing season, baby.
Justin Tucker. It's not Justin Tucker no more. It's Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker. Oh, you know
Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker.
Do we have to talk about him?
We got to talk about this dude, man. He's a menace. He's a menace out here, man.
Wow. Okay.
Every week, just up.
Every week, it's another 6. It's another 6 spars with like more and more complaints. Everybody's like, yo, oh snap, that dude, he was here, man. He was touching us too. He was
touching us too. Oh my God.
That's Justin Tucker.
All right.
He was touching us.
Well, make sure.
No, not Justin. Just up. That's not Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker. No. We lost him at the last second. Well, listen, y'all make sure y'all touch that subscribe button and hit that comment, like, and share. That's with your boy. We're going to be back here as long as you come on in and tune in. Thank you very much. Shout out to all that tuned in on the radio, on the live or on the replay. We back next week. Hit that subscribe button. And most importantly, hit them notifications as well. Myself, Bad Ty, and the homie Black Ron, and even Solo who ain't here this week. We out. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Jumping over the car, the big car.